Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Each episode is a separate, complete adventure, so you can listen to them in any order. We are joined by Mendax.
Hi, I'm a level 20 changeling bard, and since last time I'm going a little crazy trying to figure out just who has found out who I am and what they're up to, and it's driving me up the wall.
Nesgrax.
Hello, I'm Nesgrax. I'm a level 20 dragonborn warlock of former nobility. I'm really leaning into the whole scary warlock thing. I've got a batwing cloak, and I've got a staff that turns into a python. I'm really just enjoying myself in the life.
And Borb.
Hello, I'm Borb. I'm a level 20 barbarian. I have a minotaur. I'm wearing street clothes and have a large axe on my back. My language ability have proved much, not great, but...
And you can read now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
You are all in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted. Today, you are the only ones in the bar, except for Nusi, the retired adventurer and bartender, who is on the other side of the room cleaning glasses and polishing things. It is eerily quiet without everyone else in the bar. The silence is disturbing.
This field word.
Bob,
Yes,
I think we need to talk.
we are talking.
Yes, Look.
Oh no, it's this. Do you want me to step out, guys? I mean,
No, I want you to be here. I want
Okay.
moral support, please. Bob, I know we've had...
Is that what you think I'm here for?
Well, yes. What? We're friends. Come on.
Yeah, sure, okay.
We're the Axe Brothers.
Okay, hang on. Let me go get a drink first. Hang on.
Nesgrax and Mendax, the Axe Brothers. We got each other's backs because we're the Axe Brothers.
Oh, X! I thought you said axe. I was like...
I made up a whole rap for this.
Oh,
Borb.
that's what you sent over. I thought that was just... You were going mad.
No, those were my mad lyrics.
I probably shouldn't have put them in the fire then, should I?
Oh, God. Don't worry, I have it memorized.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Bob, I know we've had, a bit of a thing, back and forth. Yeah, a little, a Sam and Diane kind of a thing.
Borb just gives you an odd look. What?
But listen, don't say anything. I need to just say what I need to say. I'm married now.
Good for you.
Thank you. I'm married to a beautiful man named Arpod. The catch is he's a ghost. He's soul-bound to Mount Hokkaido, and anyway, it's a long story, but ultimately I just don't feel like there's a future for you and me. I just hope we...
Borb has a really odd look on his face right now.
I just hope we can be friends. Listen, don't say anything now. Just take it in, digest it, and just let your feelings be however they are. Don't try to make it one way. Don't push it away. Don't cling to them. Just let them be. And
All right.
And I hope we can still be friends.
We not be friends? Borb is confused.
No, Bob, we're friends. We're friends. We're good friends.
Okay. Borb has no idea what your character is talking about right now.
Straight over Borb's head.
I've got drinks!
Thank you.
I know since I listened to that episode, I know what's going on, but Borb
Does not.
has no clue what's going on or what you're...
Yeah.
Borb is more than happy to be Nesgrax's friend, and he has no idea exactly why he's said all that, but he just smiles and say, okay.
Nesgrax knows that Borb knows exactly what he's talking about. And he's confident that he got the message across.
Mendax returns to the bar for another round of drinks.
Nusi hands you a round of drinks.
I think we're going to need more of these.
She then goes back to polishing some things in her hands. Glasses, and it looks like 2 trophies. And she's polishing, and it's eerily quiet in the bar.
Why it's so quiet in here?
Yeah, where is everyone?
As you all ask Nusi where everyone is, she looks up from the 2 trophies that she's polishing and says to you guys, "Oh, didn't you know? Today is..." Bang! You hear a loud noise from outside the bar.
What was that?
Maybe it's a ghost.
Borb heads outside the bar.
Borb rushes outside, and it's fireworks. Bang! Fireworks. Boom!
Pretty.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Crowds are pouring through the street, all of them heading left to right in the same direction, towards the port.
Something going on.
Yeah, fireworks are there. They're big and they're bright and, they go boom.
I run up next to Borb. I stop like the first person that I can reach. I say, "Hey, what's going on here?"
Didn't you know? Today is the Annual Niqamui Fighting Tournament.
Fighting tournament?
Oh my.
Oh, yeah, that thing that we got paid an obscene amount of money to train someone for.
Oh yeah, Iskra. I remember her
that?
name.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Oh, I'm proud of you too,
Thank you. Yeah, we helped her on Mount Hokkaido.
Wow, two things.
Borb gets a gleam in his eye.
Uh-oh, Borb.
Bob, what's that look? You didn't have any mead, did you?
No. Me no drink, but...
I don't know, you look thirsty for something. Is
Borb
it blood?
is fingering his axe right now.
You've got to tell us if it's blood.
Did your axe consent to that?
Not like that.
Bob, I can't help but notice it seems like you're itching for a fight.
Yes. Fight. Good.
Well, how does this whole thing work? Do you need to join the is it too late to book you in, or how does it work? I don't know.
Me hope not.
The crowd pushes at you. It's just so densely packed in the street that you feel your feet moving towards the port.
I'll be fine. Let's just go.
Well, I guess we're going. Excuse me. Yes, okay. Here we go.
Ooh, ow, your hand's not meant to go there.
Oh my.
Look, people keep patting me on the back. It's really disconcerting.
Sorry, that was me.
We've talked about this.
Okay.
You're only meant to pat me on the head.
The cons of being a celebrity. A magically constructed, long, wide pier leads to a huge stadium that is floating on top of the water as if it were land. The open water of the port has been converted into a sports arena. You walk up to the pier, and interestingly, it's clear. You can see right down into the water below. It's unnerving but cool to set your feet upon this clear, strong material that the pier is made of. The chatter of the crowd surrounds you, and you smell food aromas wafting from up ahead. It is a bright, sunny autumn day. The sun fights off any chill.
Well,
Floating arena.
I don't know about you guys, but I've got a few hundred gold that I say Borb could win this tourney.
Only a few hundred. You're going soft on me.
Okay, fine. The rest of my money that I have, all of it. Forget how much it is. I think it's only a couple of grand, but all of my money.
I'm looking for somewhere I can sign up for this tournament.
Oh, so Borb is walking down the pier and entering the arena? Do you all follow
Yes.
Borb?
Of course.
Yeah, so, someone's got to keep him in trouble.
In trouble. Wow, that's a first.
You enter the arena. On the right is the word tickets. On the left are the words sign up. Straight ahead are some arrows that say souvenirs, temples, bathrooms, food. Perception check?
Perception check. Okay.
Ooh. 22.
20.
9.
Mendax sees a large sign that says rules is partly obscured by a person bending over in front of it to tie her boots. This distracted person has green skin, a fit physique, and a familiar face.
Whoever could this be? Hey, Nesgrax. Guess who I found? I found Iskra.
Iskra!
Yeah.
Iskra!
Yeah.
Iskra!
There we go.
Iskra!
She looks up. She looks up.
It's us! Remember?
Oh! Nesgrax! Mendax!
She remembers!
Yeah, wow.
Friend of yours?
We helped... Iskra, come here. Meet Borb.
She does.
Iskra, this is Borb. Borb, we helped Iskra train by getting her to the top of Mount Hokkaido, and that's where I met my ghost husband.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, she says. She is standing there talking to you guys when an elf, who you guys met last time and is named Rosika Kinsey, walks up, and they start talking about their bamboo practice sword manufacturing company and how they're advertising their bamboo practice swords here. But Iskra separates herself from Rosika, and Rosika heads back to their stall to sell bamboo practice swords. Iskra continues hanging out with you guys.
All right. So, is anyone else going to point out the rules sign? Because Borb didn't see it.
Good news, Bob. There are no rules. You can just do whatever you want. It's going to be amazing.
Borb, you see, because of how you rolled with your perception, on the right is the word tickets, on the left are the words sign up. Straight ahead are some arrows that say souvenirs, temples, bathrooms, food.
I'm heading for the sign up.
Okay.
And
Are you guys following?
Oh, yeah.
And Borb now honestly believes that there are no rules. This is going to cause some problems.
You head to the left towards the sign up. There is a long line of people in a hallway. As you're standing there, the line shuffles forward a little bit, and then you stand, and then the line shuffles forward a little bit, and then you stand, etc. You can hear waves outside the window as you're standing on this constructed, massive building that's just treating the ocean as extra land. On the right wall, you see another sign that says rules. As you stand in line, they're going to educate you about the rules before you can sign up, and it's a repeated sign that's paced every few feet or so. Okay, rules. A contestant loses if they are unconscious or not visibly in the ring for 10 counts, which is 2 rounds in D&D. Here is an example. If something happens and you go out of the ring and you start your turn outside of the ring, that's the first round, and that one's okay. But if it's your turn on the second time you're outside the ring, you're out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So it's like sumo wrestling, or like professional wrestling, really.
Yeah, it's like wrestling.
Okay.
There's a ring. It's a raised platform. Flying, burrowing, and turning invisible all count as not visibly being in the ring. So this is an interesting case of aggressive invisibility, where you can turn someone invisible to disqualify them.
I see.
The entry fee is 1,000 gold plus 1 diamond worth at least 300 gold, which will be returned to you if not consumed, or 1,300 gold even, which will not be returned.
Okay. Borb goes through his money pouch and has no difficulty getting the 1,300 because I don't have a diamond. All right.
Up to 1,000 entrants fighting as 250 teams of 4 may enter.
What?
Oh,
How many?
Up to 1,000 entrants fighting as 250 teams of 4 may enter. Teams of 4 will fight until the round has been decided. Double elimination. Winner takes all. 1 million gold.
this is going to be one heck of a fight.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Am I getting involved in this? Is this happening? Am I going to be fighting for money and honor?
Yes,
No, just money. No honor.
Oh, all right. Well, look, I guess if we're going to do this thing, we need a fourth, don't we? We could ask Iskra.
What about your friend?
Yeah. Is she still with us?
Yeah, you see her talking to Rosika. She's organizing her bamboo practice sword sales, but she's also eyeing the sign-up line. Like she's here for that reason.
I say in a normal voice, Iskra, over here.
She was hoping that you would ask.
Serious.
And she looks kind of like Gamora from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And she perks up and she's like smiling. And she's like, yeah?
Iskra, we really want to join this tournament. We have a lot of faith in our friend Borb here, but we need a fourth. Would you do us the honor of joining us in our fearsome foursome?
She does not jump up and down, but you can tell that she wants to. And she sort of like casually walks over to you, but she's so excited. She says, I'd love to join.
Oh, excellent. No one will be able to stop us.
Iskra, how long have you been waiting here, just hoping for someone to ask you to join their team?
Oh, look, over there. And she like gets in line.
I'll take this a long while.
The people in her gym, if you remember, are not super friendly to her. You met one of them, Layla?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no,
in
you
the
didn't.
swimming pool.
Yeah, you were inside.
No, we were in the bar
Yeah.
for character reasons.
Yeah, I think we know about Layla.
Yeah. She told you about Layla, but yeah, the people in her gym aren't like super close with her. Okay. A sign on the wall says teams of 4 only beyond this point. Do the 4 of you?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Borb is going to... Borb holds up the 1,300 gold pieces.
And you're in line with your gold ready. Mendax?
I came here to kick butt and drink martinis, and he lifts up 2 little glasses, and I'm all out of martinis.
Okay. All right. So they're all in line. As you continue shuffling ahead in line, you see the table with the registering person ahead of you. It looks like people are going into the room as they pay. You're not sure where they are going after that because no one is coming out of the room. By the way, engineers listening to this, one-way direction of traffic is a good method for crowd control as long as you don't encourage people to turn around. That can cause stampedes. So definitely engineer your crowds, otherwise you can crush people to death. So it looks like they are being directed through this room to somewhere else after they enter. Who knows what's happening to them there? The line shuffles, and now you are standing in front of a table. A woman pushes a tray across the table at you and says, "Entry fee, please."
Borb drops the 1,300 gold pieces onto the tray.
Borb receives a number. It says 172. You can pin it to the front of your shirt. It's magic.
Okay.
There's no pins. Don't fight with pins. Very dangerous.
172. Okay.
So is this 1,300 each or per team?
Each.
Each. Okay. Let me update my accountant's book.
So Mendax is paying as well. Mendax receives the number 173.
Yes, I guess. And I take out my 1,300 and give it to the person.
Nesgrax is 174 and Iskra is 175. She gestures to the door behind her and says, "One at a time, please."
Borb walks through the door.
Okay, Borb is first through the door. Everyone else, can you please remove your headphones? I'll do this to bring you back in, which you can't hear. Okay, all right. Borb, you open the door and you step into an about bedroom-sized room. You can see the other wall of this room clearly, but it's not close enough to touch. A person is sitting behind a desk on the left wall, leaving the majority of the room open as open space. He says, "Welcome. Which of your skills would you like to use to qualify? Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?"
Strength.
"Of course, sir." He hands you a tomato and says, "Show me your strength."
Okay. I'm going to crush it as small as... Borb's going to crush it as small as he can manage to do.
All right, roll a skill check involving strength to see if you can crush this tomato.
This is going to be entertaining. So, athletics. Well, I'm glad that... So, that is a 32.
For your information, it was a 15 to pass. So the spray of the tomato squeezes in your hands tightly under the pressure until it squishes and explodes. He reaches out and receives the remainder of the tomato from you as you hand it back to him. And in his hand, it reforms as he whispers, mending, 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 over. It returns to a normal tomato shape, and he says, yes, you are much stronger than your average person. Please proceed to the next room. He points to the door on the right. He points to the door on the right.
Okay, Borb goes through the door on the right.
Okay.
To anyone who notices, Borb's eyes are currently glowing red.
You raged for that?
No.
Oh.
He's going to be raging this
Shh,
entire
shh,
time.
Shh. Okay. Who would like to go next?
I think I'm next in line.
Okay. Borb and Mendax, please keep your headphones on. Nesgrax, please take them off. Mendax steps to the door, pulls on the handle, and walks inside. You open the door and you step into an about bedroom-sized room. You can see the other wall of it clearly, but it's not close enough to touch. A person is sitting behind a desk on the left wall, leaving the majority of the room as open space. He says, welcome. Which of your skills would you like to use to qualify? Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
Mendax looks into the distance and just goes, that's a interesting question. I mean, I'm a bard, but, I'm kind of feeling the strength. Nah, I'm kidding. Now we'll go charisma.
The man smiles at you, holding a tomato in his hand, and says, say something beautiful.
Something beautiful.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
Well, the good news is Mendax is wonderfully charismatic and could... hello. Okay, 32. It's all about the eye contact.
He puts the tomato down on the table and gestures with his hand to the right door and says, yes, please take the right door.
Cheers, birdie.
And Mendax emerges into a room with a bunch of chairs, and he can see Borb waiting for him there.
Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. I like you.
Welcome back, Nesgrax.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Your party members have gone through the door into the area beyond. It's your turn now.
Okay, Nesgrax hums the Chariots of Fire to himself as he walks past the threshold. So he's going, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
He opens the door to that music and steps into an about bedroom-sized room. You can see the other wall of it clearly, but it's not close enough to touch. A person is sitting behind a desk on the left wall, leaving the majority of the room as open space. He says, welcome. Which of your skills would you like to use to qualify? Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
Ooh, tough choice. Yes, I'm going to have to go with charisma on this one.
The man smiles at you, holding a tomato in his hand, and says, say something beautiful.
Tomatoes, ripe and fresh, fruit of the earth, nourishment for the soul, belonging. Belonging makes us whole.
Please roll a persuasion check.
After that? You're going to make me do that? 14.
As your persuasion check?
Persuasion. Sorry, that was my charisma check. Sorry, let me do my persuasion check. Persuasion. 22.
The man sets the tomato back on the desk and gestures to the door on the right. He says, please take the right door to join your companions.
I say, thank you, Tomato Man. And I turn to the door. I go through the door.
Okay, you find yourself reunited with Borb and Mendax, and after a few moments, Iskra also emerges through the door. The four of you are standing in somewhat of a lobby, and there are groups of four all around you. A organizer is sending two groups of four into another area beyond.
So, Nesgrax, what did you say to the one guy with tomato?
Oh, Tomato Guy. Yes.
My best friend, Tomato Guy.
Oh, you know Tomato Guy.
Oh, yeah, been to a couple of parties with the guy. He's a good bloke. He always has tomatoes in his pockets, and I'm not sure how.
Interesting, yeah. No, I did a little poem about a tomato, and it got very emotional near the end, yeah. Mm.
Oh, okay. No. I mean, he just asked me to say something beautiful, and I just said something beautiful, and he let me go.
Oh, well, yeah, he asked me to say something beautiful, and I just made up a poem about the tomato. It's weird.
I crushed.
Did you have to make up something beautiful about the... Oh, you crushed it. Oh.
I mean, a crushed tomato is beautiful too, I guess.
Yeah, in its own way. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, especially when you put it on pizza.
What about you, Iskra? What did you have to do?
Borb doesn't disagree with that one.
Iskra says, he looked me right in the eye, and he waited until he had me looking in his eye too, and when I was looking right at him, he said, catch, and he whipped the tomato at me.
Oh.
And I had to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
I said he's got tomatoes everywhere.
It's a...
All right, so the four of you are in line now with other groups of four, right? I assume you would join at some point.
Yeah.
They're nodding. Yeah. This conveys well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I completely forgot this was an audio medium.
And the person who is organizing things arranges for you and a group of four human-looking people to go together into the next area. Your team members and you stand on a, have you guys seen the movie Gladiator? Or, have you seen any of those Roman Colosseum style movies where they're standing on, a flat earth and there's tall walls around them, but really far away?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're standing in that sort of an open arena. The four of you stand loosely together, and the four humans and the opposite team also stand loosely together. The moderator says, this will be a competition between the two teams. Each of you will appoint one person to do the following four contests: eating contest, racing contest, wrestling contest, lifting contest.
Borb
for all four.
You can each do one of the contests.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
Yes?
Does anyone have the spell Disguise Self?
I think I do. Let me check.
Or Disguise Other. There's probably something around that. So we can make Borb look like each of us in turn.
Oh, good
Borb
thinking.
is literally probably one of the better in all four categories right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need you to do all of them.
What were the categories? There was eating, lifting, racing,
wrestling, and lifting.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go with
I can go racing.
Oh.
If we absolutely have to pick.
I'm definitely gonna be either lifting or or what was the other two? Eating or racing. Lifting or wrestling. I can do lifting and wrestling quite well.
I think you should do the
lifting.
I think you should do the lifting. Wait a minute, we have Iskra. Iskra can do one of these.
Mm-hmm. She can do wrestling.
Iskra, what do you think you're best at?
Iskra will do, so this is just an out-of-game thing. Iskra will do whatever you three don't want to do. But since she is a sword fighter, it's very similar to Borb.
Okay, well...
So she says, I'm great at lifting. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, then I'll do the wrestling.
okay, I guess that makes me the eater. I think I got off pretty easy there. All right.
Okay. So eating is first. A group of attendants wheel out a very, very long buffet-style table. It's super long and thin. So have you guys ever seen a hot dog eating contest where there's a bunch of hot dogs on a table? That's what's on this table. It's got that white tablecloth and then like plates and plates of hot dogs.
Yeah.
So there's a line in the middle and there's plates of hot dogs on the left side of the table and on the right side of the table. The attendants gesture for Nesgrax to stand on the left end of the table, and there's like a just totally normal human dude. He has written his name, Logi, Logi, and he's just got, picture a guy with red hair, and he's on the right end of the table, and you're both instructed that whoever can reach the middle first wins. So, like, eat all the food from your end to the middle. Make sense?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do we actually have to eat it, or can we just make it sort of go away?
You have to eat it.
I have to put it in my mouth
Yeah.
and swallow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's on, like, a paper plate, so you can just pick it up and eat the hot dog. Like, imagine... Yeah.
That gurgling noise comes from Borb nearby. Is he?
Borb's like, I want this. And then the attendants reassure you that they are vegetarian hot dogs, so that no one will be, like, everyone can compete in this. It's fair. It's not like they're not pork or something that people would have a big problem with. So.
Okay. I cast a minor illusion on myself to make myself look like I'm not doing anything. But then I take out my portable hole and I put it in my mouth.
Okay.
Oh.
Your portable hole is 10 feet wide, right? 15 feet
Yeah.
wide?
Can't it just be sort of folded up? And can't I just, if it's all folded up, can I just swallow the hole?
Sure.
Okay, I swallow the hole.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Let's
Remember,
just see.
I did minor
with
illusion.
advantage. Yeah, with
14,
advantage.
17 and 15. So 17.
Okay. Logi rolled a 7 on their perception check, so he is staring hungrily at these hot dogs.
Great.
Okay. You ready to start? Ask the attendant.
Ready.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Logi starts eating. Describe what Nesgrax is doing.
He's making these noises. And it's just going in like effortlessly. And he's just completely humiliating himself. It's very unlike him.
But he reaches the middle very quickly, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, the attendants, their jaws are dropped as you both meet in the middle at the same time. Nesgrax looks up and gasps, and like a bit of hot dog pokes out of his mouth. And everyone looks around and they all gasp, stunned. They've never seen a competition like this today. But Nesgrax looks around, and while Nesgrax had eaten all of the meat and the hot dogs between the end and the middle, Logi had eaten the meat, the plates, and even the silverware. Nesgrax had clearly lost.
Oh, no.
I thought meat was a big eater.
How?
Oh, yeah.
You look at that thin, red-headed man. A little bit of confusion on your face. And he does that thing where he licks his fingers. And he's like, delicious.
I cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you detect what? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for some sort of a spell that he's using or some sort of magic about him that makes him able to just eat everything.
Okay, there are no illusion spells on this person, and he's not casting any spells at the moment. No. Yeah. All right, next up, the racing contest. Who's doing that?
Me, my turn to cheat. I mean, gain an unfair advantage. No, competes properly like a real sportsman. That's it. Yeah, that's my story.
All right. The attendant gestures you towards the outside of this large arena area where there is a track. There are lanes for people to stand in the track, and there's a starting line.
Makes sense. So when we go and stand on our starting blocks, I cast haste.
Do you try to hide it or just do it?
I will disguise it as warming up the crowd.
Okay, stealth check.
I mean, I would argue is it more of a performance check than anything. Because I'm disguising it as a performance.
Sure, performance check. I rolled a 7. It's not gonna...
Okay. Oh, that's good, because I rolled a 4, but it's a 21.
Great, bards.
So.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Your opponent is a dark-skinned woman. She has written her name on her number, and she has the name Hugi.
Hey, Huggy.
She reaches out to shake your hand, and she extends her hand. She seems like she's got a very lean, muscular arm. She might be a good runner.
I ignore the handshake and try and turn it into a high five.
She sideways high fives you because she sees it coming and grins and turns back to her starting box. Are you both ready?
Oh no.
Yeah, hopefully.
The starting bang goes off. Bang!
I run. I
Mendax is running. What does haste do?
According to haste, my speed doubles. So I naturally have that, and I can also take an extra action on my turns, but that can only be used to attack or dash or disengage, hide, or use an object. So theoretically, I can dash twice as well as use my movement.
Oh my gosh.
Which is doubled. So that's
so it's
what?
30 plus 30
it's like
plus 30 plus 30
yeah,
plus
so
30.
it's double 30, so it's
30.
about, it should be 180 feet, I think. 6 seconds, so that's 30 feet a second, which is 9 meters per second, which is quite quick, maybe 30 miles an hour.
So the attendants are spinning around as when you ran past them, they spin around from the wind of you. And you're running as fast as you can down this lane. You're maybe a quarter of the way across the arena before anyone can even notice anything. But you feel a wind on your right as Hugi runs faster than you. And before you're halfway down the track, Hugi has reached the end.
Curses, I was going to cast out another spell. No.
Aww.
Nesgrax was holding an Axe Brothers banner that he had made earlier. and he lowers it disappointedly. Oh. Yeah.
I should have cast Windwalk. I would have been able to go much quicker.
Logie. Oh.
Borb's saying, oh. What's up, Borb?
If the next name is what I think
Wait,
it
don't
is,
say it. Shh. Special
I'm not
audience
going
jokes.
to.
I know. Okay, so it's Borb's turn. Borb's player might know it's coming. I've built in a little mini story within a story. Anyway, so it's Borb's turn. Borb is doing the wrestling contest. Don't say it, Borb. Okay. The team of just normal human-looking people sends forth an old woman.
Oh.
And the old woman, she looks so old. She's rickety. She's written her name on her number, and it says Ellie, Elli.
Oh.
And she steps into, there's a circle drawn on the arena ground, and she steps into the circle. And the attendant says, "Would you like to wrestle? Who from your team would like to wrestle?"
Borb wanted to wrestle, but now he's...
Are we all together in our group?
Yeah.
Can I just say, can we have a moment?
I don't want to hurt
Sure.
old lady.
Okay, guys,
The old lady, like, cricks she lifts her shoulder and leans her head into her lifted shoulder and cricks her neck and goes, I'll be fine, kiddo.
Okay, huddle up, everybody. Come on. Hey, guys. Okay, something fishy is going on here. I mean, fishier even than the things that we were trying to do. There's something else going on.
Yeah, tell me about it. These guys are much better at cheating than we are.
Seriously. It seems ridiculous. So, I don't know. There's something going on with this team of humans, and it's bothering me, and I'm not sure what we should do about it.
We could cheat more? Would that work?
This is the thing. I thought that they were cheating, but when I cast Detect Magic on the redhead man in the eating contest with me, there was nothing coming off of him. No bells or whistles or anything. So...
Yeah, but he was still like a thin dude eating half a table.
So something's going on.
Kobayashi!
You ate...
I mean, I still have a portable hole in my stomach.
That's what they say about me, too, but doesn't mean anything.
Okay, let's remember that. We can use that later.
If I don't get this out later, I'm going to die of starvation. So, okay, we need to think here. How is Borb going to take down this old woman?
Yeah, Borb does not look comfortable with the idea of taking on an old woman, but...
Okay, here's
She lifts her shoulder and tilts her head and cricks her neck and says, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I think you can handle me, don't you think?
Stop listening in, old woman.
That's the problem. Borb thinks he probably can do a little too much to her, but...
Okay, well, let's start the wrestle then.
I can cast polymorph on her.
All right. Are you ready to start the match?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't use any meta knowledge as to what I know.
I know.
Because
I know. And your other two players are just wishing they had that knowledge. They're like itching right now for it.
Yeah.
So,
I thought you were going to say Doogie. I thought it was supposed to be like Loogie, Hugie, and Doogie. But that was not it.
Ellie. Yeah. No. All right. So are you stepping into the wrestling circle, Borb?
yes, I'm stepping into the wrestling circle.
The old woman does as well, and she puts up her two hands. Ready to wrestle.
Me sorry, lady.
Okay, describe what Borb does.
Borb's eyes are glowing red currently. They've been this entire fight, this entire time. And me apologize, but me must win. He puts up his hands.
Okay, so you lock hands with the old lady, and you're ready to push against her with all your strength. Roll an athletics skill check.
Get her, Borb. You can do it. Kill that old lady.
29.
So is this you going with full strength against her?
Yes.
There's some options here. It could be like, have you guys seen Team Rocket blasting off again? It could be like old lady heads into the stands, flying through the air. It could be like, so he pushes with all his strength, hoping he's not going to kill this old lady. And he pushes and he pushes, and his hands don't move any further from where they are. She's pushing back on you with as much strength as you're pushing on her.
Wow, old ladies are a lot tougher than I remember.
Borb's pushing on her with all his strength, and time passes. They're locked in this deadlock. Both of them pushing as hard as they can. First 1 minute passes, then 2. The attendants start to look a little concerned. Borb, roll another athletics check.
Borb is impressed by the strength of this old woman. Me no underestimate old women ever again.
Borb, do you want me to turn her into a tortoise?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I trust you. I prepare polymorph.
That's a 27.
Yeah. So time passes, and after a while, the old lady starts to win. She pushes on Borb, and she leans forward, and now their center of balance is that Borb is leaning backwards a little bit. Borb, roll another athletics check.
Is it tortoise time?
I think he wants to win this on his own.
25.
She takes a step forward and she pushes you 1 step back. Your left foot presses on the ground as you try to right yourself in your center of balance. More minutes pass, and you press against her hands with all your strength. Roll another strength check.
I elbow Mendax. I've got 5,000 on the old lady.
I am not taking that bet.
26.
She pushes you out of the ring. The attendants cheer like crazy. They've never seen a fight go on this long. They're so impressed with you guys today.
I get back in the ring because I know I have an extra one turn to...
Oh, no. This is the wrestling sub-contest. This isn't the... Yeah, she won.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. All right, Iskra looks at you all nervously.
Something wrong with this fight. But me no underestimate old women ever again. But
Hey, I offered to turn her into a tortoise. I'm just saying, that option was always there.
me fight my own battles.
The fourth person in the group says, I'd like to nominate my cat for the next one. Because we've already won. So the cat that was sitting on his shoulder, which is which is just a normal looking cat. He takes it off of his shoulder where it was like curled around, and he puts it on the ground and he says, "Here you go, kitty." The attendant says, "And now for the lifting contest, Iskra. Each of you will serve as deadweight. Simply lift your opponent." Iskra looks at you guys nervously. She's got, again, green skin on her face. Green skin. And she's like, all right. And so she walks forward and she's like, I just have to lift this cat. And the person who had taken where the cat was curled up, wrapped around his neck like the world's most comfortable feather boa, but made out of cat. He points to his cat and he's like, yeah, you can probably handle that. Right? Iskra's like, sure. And she bends down to pick up the cat. And she stays bent over. And she stays bent over.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Okay, I say to the cat, "Hey, what's the deal?"
The cat looks at you and yawns. And Iskra lifts one toe. The person who possesses the cat is like, whoa, wow. But then the attendant calls it. He goes, "Deadlift, fail." Now it's the cat's turn. The cat stands up and walks towards Iskra and nudges against her leg and then lifts its chin. And Iskra jumps up into the air like 15 feet and rolls an athletics check. Yep. And she lands on 2 feet, 10 feet away, having done a backflip and tucking her knees, and she lands properly. And the attendants raise their arms. They're like, "We have a winner." And they point to the 4 human-looking people, and the person puts the cat back around their neck, and the cat looks pleased with itself. "You 4 into the losers bracket. This is double elimination, so if you lose again, you're out. You 4 into the winners bracket. You won't have to fight as many matches to win this."
I hate you. I know exactly where that was coming from. As a mythology nut, I know exactly what that was.
You hate me?
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you bring a cat along that's called Meowmir.
No, I don't really hate you, but I know exactly that. Oh.
Everyone, listen to the end of the podcast and you too will learn all of the secrets, such as what were the other checks and what was going on there. So, things to explain at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
You 4, the attendant says, "Please have some refreshments. You'll need to regain your strength to have a good fight later." And guest you're out. You're now in the general area, but you're wearing numbers. So you're registered and you've got a time spot for later, but you've got some free time.
Nesgrax, we should probably get that hole out of you.
Oh, yes. Good thinking. I almost forgot.
How would that even work?
Good question. I guess, okay, I got an idea. I'll take out my rope of climbing, and I'll send it down my throat to wrap itself around the hole and pull it back out of me. You
Would
got
it
that
not
rope?
just go into the hole?
No, it'll wrap around the hole.
Okay.
I mean, I can hold the hole, right? The rope can hold the hole.
You're
Okay.
doing this in public with people all around you?
Yes. What?
Gagging
What?
on the rope a bit?
This is a magical world, people. Okay?
A person covers their child's eyes.
Did no one just see that cat lift that woman? Come on. This is run-of-the-mill stuff. Rope, get to work.
Now, open wide.
This is horrible.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's out. It's out.
Okay, thank you, Rope.
Honestly, I didn't think that would work.
Perfect. And now we have a lifetime supply of hot dogs in this hole.
Yes.
Aha! The true con.
Okay, so anyway, team.
Wait. Iskra looks at the hot dog that you're offering out to her and says, "No thanks."
Fine.
She gets in line for the refreshments.
Okay. Team, we need to talk about what happened in there.
Yeah. Me no think that normal.
Does anybody else feel like they were like, gods in disguise? I'm sort of getting a god feeling.
I usually get that feeling when someone's better than me at something.
So most people?
Whoa.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Ow.
Borb with the low dig. Jeez
Ow.
Louise. That was the most quick-witted I've ever seen you. It's amazing.
I don't know,
You've been reading.
losing against grannies really gets his hackles up.
Okay, losing makes the party surly.
Borb apologizes immediately. Sorry.
Okay, guys.
That's good. I like that side of your Borb. Come on. It's more fun than just being a stick in the mud.
Look, we've got plenty of time to trade wits later. Right now, we need to think of how we're going to win this thing.
Cheat.
Yes, exactly. How are we going to cheat at this thing?
We already tried that.
Yes, but we're not cheating hard
Yeah, but we
enough.
can try better. Yeah, we
Okay.
got to cheat more, cheat better, cheat
Okay.
harder.
Let's remember
Round
the
2,
rules.
cheat harder.
Remember the rules? The rules are if someone
There are no rules.
No, well, okay. let's just bring the rules in again because they could be advantageous to us. So listen.
Okay.
If a person is not in the ring for 2 rounds, and if they can't be seen or
No, not quite. Borb holds up a finger. I was out of ring 1 round and I was disqualified.
That was not the fighting tournament. That was a qualification
Oh, okay.
prelim.
We're still in the prelims.
So there's 2 brackets. You know how there's like, if you've ever seen a fighting bracket, like for March Madness basketball, there's the left side and the right side of the brackets. Mm-hmm. And so you guys are on the loser's side of the bracket.
Okay.
You still have a chance to win. The bracket could lead you to the middle, but you'd have to win every single fight after this.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a bracket
So-
division. Yeah.
I was knocked out of the ring and I was immediately disqualified. I don't think that rule in place right now.
Borb,
Wait a-
that's not what happened.
No. Yes, you just lost your contest. You
Yeah.
weren't taken out of the ring.
Yeah, that wasn't the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I think about this, okay. So during these games, if our opponents disappear for 2 rounds, then they're disqualified. Am I correct in this?
Yes.
So if I had made the red-headed man disappear.
Oh, that was not a fight. That was
I see. Okay.
You guys, so there's 250 teams of 4, so the only way to do that and not have you all fight 10 fights is to do bracketing. So you get sorted. Everyone who had a team member who didn't get through the room, that team lost. That team was just auto out. And then so that's loser bracket. And then everyone who in the head-to-head contests. I hope I'm making sense as a DM, but if I were to show you a page with brackets, it would
now I
make
think
more
I
sense,
understand.
but I can't.
So when do we actually get to the fighting part? When we win a
win
couple
our
of
brackets.
rounds? When we win a
They're
couple
letting
of
you rest up for that now, and then
Okay.
it's about to start.
And now we're going to fight people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 2 fights. If you win both of them, you can win the $1 million gold.
Okay.
If you lose but one of them, you're out for good.
Hopefully we fight normal this time.
Or cheat.
Iskra comes back from where she was going, and she's like, I need something to drink now, seeing that you're still talking. She starts to head off. Her eyes widen in recognition. She turns and starts to walk at an angle to the path she'd been on before, steering around something but it was too late. A male human voice calls out above the din of the crowd. Iskra! Why, look, it's Iskra! A confident white human male strolls up to you. Imagine seeing you here, is that... No. He points to the white number pinned to her shirt. So that's what you were doing on Mount Hokkaido. Are you a contestant? Iskra's back straightens and she says, yes, and I intend to win. Layla Abelgard smirks at Iskra, his face twisting. So do I, but I invested a bit differently than you. I hired a team of Roly Boys to win the $1,000,000 gold prize for me. Iskra looks awkward. She glances around and then shrugs. Best of luck to you. May the strongest team win. She nods at Layla and keeps walking.
Okay, we heard that whole conversation?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't like that one.
I cast command at Layla.
Okay, he is a warlock.
Is he?
So, yeah. So I'm going to have you, since you're a warlock, yeah, it's on his character page in the wiki.
Okay.
So what do you do that's a wisdom saving throw, maybe?
That is a wisdom saving throw. Let's see.
Okay, can you roll one for me? Because you have warlock stats, and you and him are the same level.
Perfect. Wisdom saving throw coming up. 24.
Okay, so what does that do for your command?
So my command is... So let's see. So he... He rolls what? No, I rolled the wisdom throw. So if he rolled lower, then what I get to do is speak...
It's your spell save DC. So that's your 8 plus your proficiency plus your skill modifier of choice, which is probably charisma.
Well, it says right here, 17.
Okay. So is his wisdom saving throw of 24 is higher than 17, right?
Oh, no. Yes, okay.
So you find out that he's a level 20 warlock.
Oh, no. Okay.
As your command fails to take any hold on him.
I was going to make him poo.
He looks at you and he can tell that you tried to cast command on him and that it failed horribly. And he sneers at you.
I sneer back, but like even wider.
Borb steps in front of him.
Oh, okay. He snaps his finger and a group of followers. Have you guys seen, what's that show called? Entourage?
Yeah.
Steps between you and him, and he says, later, fellas, and he heads off.
I won't face that team, his team.
Okay, good news, you're about to. So the announcer calls overhead.
Good.
What were your numbers?
172,
173, 174, 175. Report to the arena floor. Okay, and
it's kind of weird we don't have team names, but...
Do you have a team name?
Team Alpha Wolf.
Oh, I thought we could be the Axe Brothers. But +2.
Anyways, Borb is heading for the arena.
Team Alpha Wolf / the Axe Brothers.
Alpha Wolf X.
Team Alpha Wolf X. Okay. Okay, and great news, because you see Layla's face change expression as the next numbers are called, and he does that like whistle thing, like, and he's like, he gestures to his team. He says, "Get them ready, they're up," and his entourage scuttles away.
Do whatever it takes to beat them. Borb has a angry look on his face right now.
And they head to the arena. Mm-hmm. So you are both standing on the arena floor. Oh, Iskra is here too. By the way, she went and got stuff. Okay. So you are facing Layla's. So he called them Roly Boys. You are facing standing on the sandy arena floor with the tall walls raising around you in a vast circle, the crowd cheering on all sides of you, lights shining from way overhead. You're in the arena. And standing at the other end across from you is Layla's team. A white elephant with bejeweled tusks, a scowling demon with flaming eyes and obsidian teeth, a massive human-sized armadillo, and a massive human-sized hedgehog.
What?
Everybody, please roll initiative.
It's like everyone's already been polymorphed.
Only 2 of those things are roly.
Okay.
14 for me.
21 for me.
17 for me.
So we're not doing a lifting contest this time. It looks like it's going to be an actual fight. Fine by me.
I'm going to make someone poo.
As long as it's not yourself, I'll be okay.
The turn order is Borb, Iskra, Mendax, Nesgrax, Stone Juggernauts. Okay?
Stone Juggernauts?
Oh, wait, shh. You don't know that. All right. So, Borb, you're up first. There's 100 feet between you and the team across the way.
I click my boots together and instantly cover that 80 feet distance on a single move. 80 feet of that distance on a single move action with my boots as speed. So,
All right.
I'm waiting. So, my axe and shield are out.
Yeah? Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It's Iskra's turn.
That's you.
I have stats for her somewhere. Here we go. Her movement is 30 feet. So she's able to close the distance to 40 feet between her and them by moving twice. Mendax, it's your turn.
Yes, it is. So how close are these people?
100 feet from you.
No, how close together, like within themselves, are they?
Each is 10 feet apart from the one that they're standing next to in a line. So there's 10 feet between them. So 10, 20,
There's
30, 40.
40 feet
Yeah.
from one to the other.
Yeah.
So otherwise, we could call that a 20-foot radius. Okay.
He's smiling, listeners.
I'm doing an evil smile. I'll save that. That sounds like fun. But for now, I'm going to hang back and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. On the white elephant with the bejeweled tusks, the scowling demon with the flaming eyes and obsidian teeth, the armadillo, or the hedgehog?
Let's go for the demon. He looks a little more...
Do you only have one beam for Eldritch Blast?
No, I have all 4.
At his level, definitely not.
So I rolled a 30 to hit.
That hits.
And then, unfortunately, I don't have, because I'm not a warlock, I don't have the fun adding charisma bonus, so it's just a straight 4d10.
Still going to be a decent chunk of damage. So
Yeah, it is. So that is 32 force damage. Straight into that guy's face.
The demon looks like someone just smacked him in the face, and he steps back a step. His leg extends, and he straightens himself, and he catches himself and rights himself and doesn't fall over, but it does look like someone just, like an invisible hand smacked him.
I'd say that's accurate. And then I will use some of my movement just to kind of skirt around a little bit, just to get some distance between myself and Nesgrax.
Okay, horizontal distance?
Yes.
Okay, got it. How much?
We'll call it the full 30 feet.
Got it. Nesgrax, it's your turn.
Okay. I will... I could do something a little risque here and close the distance. Yeah, why don't I just do this? I'm going to cast Dimension Door, and that has a range of 500 feet. So I'm going to put myself at, let's say, 30 feet behind them.
Oh, you dimension door right behind him. The armadillo turns its head and looks at you back there. Oh, actually, perception check. Let's find out.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20. The armadillo turns its head and looks at you. But the other ones roll a 2, a 9, and an 18. So the armadillo and the hedgehog see you. Roll a stealth check to see if the hedgehog sees you. It might not.
Okay.
It's not good at that.
A 6.
Okay, no, it does see you. But the others don't. Okay, so the hedgehog and the armadillo see you. And then it's the stone juggernaut's turn. Okay, so these fights are going to be fast.
Yes.
So Borb is currently 20 feet away from them and standing in front of them, and the only one that the white elephant and the scowling demon see. They are going to sort of like roll up. So picture that they're tucking their head to their knees and sort of like the Indiana Jones ball of doom that's rolling at you and it's really big and you're like, I shouldn't get hit by that rolling ball. The elephant first comes right towards Borb. It has a movement of 50, so it's plenty able to reach Borb. Does a 19 hit you, Borb?
Nope.
It's going to miss Borb. Okay. The demon is going to also try to hit Borb with a 20, non-natural.
Nope.
I'm concerned. I'm very concerned.
Borb's AC is currently 23.
Okay. Well, the next one was a 23. So
Okay.
does the armadillo hit you?
Yes.
Take 40 bludgeoning damage, and then please make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
The look on Mendax's face. I said 40. That's right.
I know Borb can take it.
So a strength saving throw.
I can't.
That is a 27.
You are not prone. The hedgehog is coming at you, Borb. That's a nat 20. Oh, dang. That one hits. So the
this is gonna
hedgehog is going to hit you, and then because it has prickly spines, it's going to do extra damage. Take 40 bludgeoning damage and 20 piercing damage.
Ow.
Please make a strength saving throw.
That is 30.
You're, again, not prone. I'm not sure why. Darn. Sad
That's
face.
not even...
Too angry.
After the end of the Stone Juggernaut's turn, they're now all where Borb is. I'm going to put them where Borb is. Borb, it's your turn. You're in melee range with 4 Stone Juggernauts.
Yes. Then let's get this started. Borb has been raging this entire time because, well, he no longer has to worry about keeping the rage going. He can end it whenever he wants now, so I guess I'm going to go for the elephant first. I will swing my axe twice using Great Weapons Mastery, which means reduced accuracy, reckless attack, so that is a 28 and...
That hits.
And a 30, so that's obviously a 28 hit, a 30 does well, so 30 and 24 points of damage against the stone juggernaut elephant.
The white elephant with the bejeweled tusks is struck by your axe, right?
Yes.
And your axe buries itself into its hide. The elephant steps backwards a little bit, oozing blood, and the red blood drips down the white elephant hide. What a lovely picture.
Sorry, elephant.
It is still standing. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I only have 2 attacks, so...
Okay, Iskra is 20 feet away from them. She takes out her 2 swords, and she does the same thing that Borb did, going for the white elephant, and she deals damage to it, striking it. The elephant's got 2 slashes on it now, and is down in hit points. She's now in melee with all of the Roly Boys.
Focus
Mendax.
fire.
What?
I call out focus fire.
Keep hitting the damaged one?
Yes.
Yeah, Iskra agrees. She's doing just as much damage as you are and hitting the same enemy that you did, trying to take one down. Mendax, you're 80 feet to the left of all of this as it's going on.
This is going to be fun. For I am going to cast Confusion. This is always a fun one, isn't it?
You track it, not me. Okay, because I forgot last time and then I felt bad. So you track it.
Okay, yeah, so we've got a 10-foot radius sphere, so I can cover maybe 2 of them. I'll let you pick which 2, because I've got a range of 90 feet. So I'm
They're
good.
actually all in melee of Borb.
Yeah,
so you
but I
can-
can probably manage to get the sphere so it
Yeah.
just nips 2 of them without confusing Borb anymore, because that's definitely what we need, is a confused Borb.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so currently they're all, picture a grid, and Borb is in the middle of the grid. North, east, south, and west are 4 enemies, and then Iskra is standing between the east and south ones. And each of those grids is 5 feet.
Okay, so I can get the north and west ones.
Yeah.
If I aim a little kind of like between them, but further away from Borb.
Yes, you can.
So I will do that.
All right. It's the white elephant with the bejeweled tusks and the scowling demon with the flaming eyes and obsidian teeth.
Ah, wonderful. Okay, so they both have to do a wisdom saving throw.
They're not good at wisdom. One rolled a nat 1. That's amazing. The other one got a 19 on the dice, which is still a 19.
The 19 passes. The one obviously fails. So yeah, just roll a d10 at the start of that one's turn, and I'll let you know what happens.
Remind me that the white elephant is confused.
One confused white elephant coming up.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, there's always a confused white elephant. Christmas is traditional.
There is. It's a game that you play at Christmas. At least I do every year for like the last decade. Anyway, continuing. That was a good joke. I promise. All right.
It was a good joke. I appreciated it.
Thank you. After Mendax, it's Nesgrax. Nesgrax, you're currently 50 feet away from these. You had been 30 feet away, and then they moved up 20 feet to where Borb was, so now you're 50 feet to the east of them, to the right of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I cast Banishment at the demon.
Oh my.
So that is a... do I tell you the save throw there? It's a charisma... charisma.
With a -4 in charisma, they have an 8 overall.
Okay. I send you back to whence you came.
Oh, dang, it's a demon. Oh, okay, read Banishment.
Oh, okay. So Banishment is you attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence that you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demiplane, and while there, the target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one that you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Is it concentration?
It is concentration.
All right, so if you concentrate for 1 minute, the demon's gone. Like, gone, back to their home plane.
No problem.
Well, that's useful.
Well, you have to make concentration saving throws if they hit you.
However, but because of the rules, we only need to keep that for 2 rounds.
That's true. Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm. Did I break your
Listeners,
game?
You can't see his victory dance. What, Nesgrax?
Did I break your game?
No, you're playing by the rules.
Okay.
Darn it, that's not what we're here for. We're not here to play by the rules.
Okay, the stone juggernaut that is the scowling demon has 1 tally mark against it as it starts its turn on its native plane. The white elephant is confused.
Yes.
What happens then?
Roll a d10 for me, and I will let you know.
3.
A 3. The creature does not move or take actions this turn.
The white elephant stands there, woozy looking, with slashes across its body, oozing blood. The armadillo and the hedgehog, though, are going to come at Borb. Does a 29 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, please take 40 bludgeoning damage and make a strength saving throw.
That's a 22.
You pass your strength saving throw and are not knocked prone as the hedgehog rolls at you. Next up, Borb, it's your turn.
Okay, so the
And
elephant...
Wait, you've taken 80 bludgeoning damage and 20 piercing damage now. Are you okay?
Yes. I'm resistant to all forms of damage except for psychic while I'm raging, so...
Okay, so you're handling this okay. All right, good.
Yeah, I've taken... it's only about... It comes out to 70 points of damage so far, so... And I have 300. So I'm still a good ways from being in trouble.
Minotaur Barbarian smile.
Oh, the one that missed me.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Oh, good point. Okay, well, does a 21 hit you?
No.
Okay, then no. Yeah.
I used reckless attack last turn, so...
Thank you for remembering.
So I'm swinging again. That hedgehog is getting on my nerves. One short of a crit. That's a 30 and 25.
Those hit. I forgot some of the rules for the Juggernaut and feel kind of dumb.
Oh. What
I
happened?
will
What's
start
wrong?
using those rules from now on. Whoops.
Okay, that's a 27 and a 22, so for 49 points of damage.
Got it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Iskra does a similar amount of damage as she swings her swords around her head and into the enemy.
Which enemy is she targeting again?
The white elephant because it's the most injured.
Okay.
The pain seems to clear its head, though, and it shakes its white elephant head and its massive ears flap. Mendax, it's your turn.
Yes, it is. Okay. I've been doing some brain thinking, and I want to cast Synaptic Static towards the southeast side, because my range on that is 120 feet, and it covers
Say
a 20-foot
what?
radius sphere, so I want to be able to get the hedgehog and the armadillo.
And Iskra?
It's an excellent point. Oh,
I'm not familiar with that spell.
she can probably take it.
Let's not.
How-
if it's gonna...
Okay. All right. In that case, I will straight up just go back to cast Eldritch Blast. So, just for the theater of the mind, how this works for Mendax is like he conjures a small ball of kind of yellow crackling force energy, and just kind of lobs it up in the air like a ball. Grabs his ukulele from his backpack and just smacks it over towards.
Cricket style or baseball style?
Oh, baseball.
Oh, nice.
The ukulele makes a twang as the force ball hits it.
Boing. And that would be aiming for the white elephant.
All right,
And that would be a 24 to hit.
that hits.
Excellent. And then I shall... That is a 23 damage force.
The white elephant looks more injured than it was before. It was shaking its head, right? With its ears flapping, trying to get the confusion to, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just going...
As it does that, and it looks clearly kind of like a baseball hitting someone right in the forehead. Thunk! And its head tilts back a little bit as your force ball strikes it right in the forehead.
Ouch.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is. Mendax looks very pleased with himself.
Good. Nesgrax, you're 50 feet behind them, which is
Okay.
in their melee range. I'm just letting you know.
It's not my strong suit. Melee. Let's see. Yeah, good old-fashioned Eldritch Blast at... Let's see. Who... sorry, I apologize. Can you give me a rundown on who's where?
The white elephant with the bejeweled tusks is looking very injured. They're standing kind of like on the... Picture an arrow pad. They're the top arrow.
Uh-huh.
Borb's in the middle.
Uh-huh.
On the west, there was a scowling demon with flaming eyes. That was the west, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that... they're gone. You're concentrating on that.
Mm-hmm.
And on the east is an armadillo. And on the down arrow is a hedgehog. And then standing between the right arrow and the down arrow is Iskra.
Right.
Remember, don't do a concentration spell or we're going to have to deal with a demon.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is not a concentration spell, as far as I know. This just says... Yeah, no, I can just do this. Yeah, so yeah, Eldritch Blast. I'm going to hit I'm going to hit each of the things once, and I'm going to hit the elephant twice. So, here we go. I roll...
Their AC is 15.
Okay, I got a 19.
That hits.
I got an 11.
Misses.
And a 23.
Hits.
Ooh, nat 20.
All
29.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So, the first one sorry, this is all messed up. Go away. 2, 1. Okay, so 10.
Yeah. It's struck by a bolt of purple lightning.
Sure. Let's go with purple. 6.
The armadillo looks hardly injured from that.
Okay, and a 5.
The hedgehog doesn't even notice.
Okay.
One of them was a crit.
The last one's a crit?
The last one, 5, was a crit, yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, so for the 5, so roll damage a second time, add it to the 5.
Okay. So I roll damage a second time.
And don't add your modifier twice.
Okay, the second time I rolled a 7.
Okay, so 7, and then the original 5 had the modifier in it. So you did 12 damage instead of 5, and that's why crits are fun.
Hey.
All right. That one goes down to 99 hit points.
Oh, God.
After the end of Nesgrax's turn, the Scowling Demon starts its second turn on its home plane and is disqualified.
Yes!
The White Elephant. So I forgot about this rule. A creature whose space the Juggernaut enters for the first time on a turn must make a DC 17 Dexterity saving throw. So Borb, please make 4 of these because all 4 of them rolled at you. Please make 4 Dexterity saving throws because I forgot.
This is gonna be bad. Okay, 16, 20, 16, 18.
2 fails, 2 passes. So you take 225 bludgeoning damage. The look on his face, listeners.
I mean, at least half of that, because you're raging. That's only 112.
They were supposed to have been doing that to you every turn, so I kind of forgot. Sorry, guys. A creature whose space the Juggernaut enters for the first time on a turn. So, oops. And oops. And also oops. So, now it's their turn. And the White Elephant is going to charge at you. Please make a Dexterity saving throw.
19.
You pass. So, you take half of 75 bludgeoning damage, which is 37. 37 bludgeoning damage, please.
And that's cut in half further, correct?
With your reduction thing, yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Ow.
It slams you. The White Elephant rolls up and its bejeweled tusks are spinning, kind of like hubcaps, and it slams you for 40 bludgeoning damage.
So it actually managed to hit me, okay.
It did. I know your AC is 23.
Yeah, okay, Borb is not looking good now that we know that all that extra.
And I told Nesgrax that he was in melee range, so I feel comfortable as a DM doing this. The armadillo and the hedgehog are going to come for you.
Oh.
Okay, so Nesgrax, does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, please take 40 bludgeoning damage as it slams you.
Enemy trying to attack something other than Borb takes disadvantage.
It's gonna... Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that was higher. So it did leave. 2 of them are going to leave your melee range, Borb, so you get 1 reaction.
Yes, I do.
Also, Iskra should get one as well.
Oh, Iskra should get one as well. Iskra rolled a nat 1. Iskra misses on her.
Why do we bring these people along?
Hey, she's a level 20 fighter.
Does a 19 does hit this thing, so...
Yeah, the armadillo.
For 26 points of damage.
The armadillo goes down to 128 hit points.
Does anyone in this party have any healing spells?
So, Nesgrax, you were struck by it, which means you took 40 bludgeoning damage.
Again.
And I'm going to describe also because a creature whose space the Juggernaut enters for the first time on a turn must make a DC 17 Dexterity saving throw. please do that. So it's separate. So this is the armadillo coming at you. It slammed into you for 40 bludgeoning damage. And what's your dex?
Dex is... I rolled a 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay, please take 75 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
God.
And then also, did you... Yeah. Oh, that's only if you're prone. Okay, well, please make your strength saving throw first.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I need to read the rules that I'm playing with. So sorry, guys. Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay, so you were prone, so you do take that
Okay. I'm down
bludgeoning
to
damage.
28 hit points.
Okay. The hedgehog, it now has a turn. I got it. I'm reading the rules as I'm playing. Reading the rules as I'm playing, the devastating roll only happens to prone creatures, and that's why it's trying to knock you prone. I understand the roll boys now. I understand.
Oh, so wait.
them. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. I can mess up sometimes, but I'll compensate. So, so the hedgehog's going to try to attack Borb. It's going to try to slam you. Borb, does a 23 hit you? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, please take 40 bludgeoning damage and make a strength saving throw.
30.
You're still not prone, so you're not affected by its devastating roll.
So I didn't have to take all that
We're
damage
not,
I took
no,
earlier?
no, we're not going to retcon that because it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Your DM is learning. I've only been playing D&D for a decade. I promise I don't have... Okay, so after the stone juggernauts, it's Borb's turn. The armadillo is not near you, Borb, but the elephant and the hedgehog are.
I'm going to try to finish off this. I'm not going to use reckless attack anymore.
The elephant looks real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. You'd say that your teammates, Eldritch blasting it, could probably take it out.
So 2 attacks. That is 25 and 28.
That hits.
So.
Their AC is 15.
So that comes out to 20. No, I'm not even adding I keep on forgetting. I forgot to add my rage bonus onto all these attacks.
Math is hard, man. Everyone's bad at math. It's all good.
32 and 30.
Oh, okay. On which enemy?
First on the elephant.
The first strike takes out the elephant, and it collapses to the ground.
Great. That means my great weapons mastery, a secondary effect kicks into action.
When he takes an opponent down, he gets to...
Attack again.
Attack again.
So that's a hit. So that's 3 hits against the remaining enemy.
The hedgehog. The one that pierced you. That jerk.
Yes.
Yeah.
A prickly fella.
Prickly fella. Prickly roly boy.
So that's a 33 and a 25 damage.
The hedgehog goes from 99 to 41 hit points, and what that looks like is that the axe swings, and in slow motion you can see the axe like shave some of those spines of the hedgehog. Not so prickly anymore, says Borb.
No.
Okay, after Borb, it's Iskra's turn. Iskra takes her swords, and she's got very, very shiny. So she practices with bamboo, she swings iron, and she swings her iron around in the air and slicing downward onto the hedgehog and ends its movement, shall we say. And the sword comes down on the hedgehog and it is no more. All right, you guys have gotten rid of the elephant, the demon,
and the hedgehog.
Mendax, it's your turn, and there's a pretty beefy looking armadillo left. It's standing next to Nesgrax, which unfortunately for you is 130 feet away from you.
That's okay. I have 30 feet of movement available to me. So I can move 30 feet towards it, leaving 100 feet of range, which is handy because that's the exact range of Force Cage.
Okay.
So I can conjure around this nasty little armadillo creature what is essentially just a big old glass mine cage of force, encasing it entirely with no nasty saving throw.
Is it opaque, translucent, or clear?
It does not specify.
Don't you get to choose?
That means you get to choose.
What do we fancy, people? Should we make it like, oh, I want to make it mirrors on the inside. Just mirrors on the inside.
Okay, and what does
With
it look
one
like to the
single
outside?
source of light. Yeah, so we can see in, but it's just all mirrored on the inside.
So
You can see it?
Those-
not only is it trapped, but
Yeah,
it's judging
yeah,
its
yeah.
own body the entire time. And it's very self-conscious.
Yeah, so we got like it's made of magical two-way mirrors.
Yeah.
But yes, we can see inside.
Okay. All right. You know that if you hadn't been able to see inside, it would have been disqualified after 2 rounds.
Well, the thing is, Mendax forgets about rules very easily, as does his player, so that's useful.
I can tell. I forget to raise areas and have a place for you guys to throw people out. Totally forgot to do that. So it's all good. Pretend that this fight was happening on a raised arena and that there's
Oh, okay.
like 200 feet of raised arena and then beyond 200 feet is a pit.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Could the force cage be moved?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I can put it in a hole.
Yeah, you can do.
You can.
Yeah, I'll put it in a hole.
I mean,
Okay.
you know, it's covering it up, so it's like just a 5-foot box. Yeah.
Borb walks over and pushes the force cage off the arena floor.
Yeah, after Mendex's turn, it's Nesgrax. So Nesgrax first. Nesgrax, the armadillo's in a force cage. Mendax, read that again. It's...
I can make it up to 10 feet on a side, but if it's only taken up a 5x5 square, then I'll only use 5 feet of it, blah, blah, blah. Prevents any matter from passing through and blocking any spells cast into or out of the area, and any creature that's completely inside the cage is trapped, and it can't leave it by non-magical means, and it has to make saving throws to get out through teleportation or interplanar travel.
Yes, Armadillo's not so great at the teleportation or the interplanar travel, so it's just in this cage. And its weight, Borb, is 350 pounds. How much can you push?
More than that. I can't. I'm not even good. It's double my usual carrying capacity, which my carrying capacity is 30 times. Is over 600 pounds. 600.
So you can push at least 1,200 pounds.
Yes, no problem.
Nesgrax, start your turn. Borb looks real excited.
I look at Borb and I wink and I say, "Do your stuff, buddy."
And then it's Borb's turn.
Borb lowers his head and is going to rush at the cage, pushing it and pushing it.
Make a strength
pushing.
check. Athletics skill check.
Yes. That is a 32.
With a 32, Borb the Minotaur charges at the square, crushes his horns into it, and Mendax, what sound does the force cage make as it scrapes across the ground?
It's confusing, because you would have thought it would scrape, but it instead makes kind of a wobbling sort of noise, like a...
And with that sound, Borb pushes the box off the edge into the pit. A round is going to pass. Are you guys going to do anything during that round?
High five. High fives all around.
The armadillo looks at itself in the mirrored room.
And it goes slowly mad.
Nesgrax goes, "Oh, I get it. Rollies."
Yeah, didn't roll very well, but...
Really, boys? And then the second turn starts, and an announcer goes, "Ding, ding, ding, we have a winner!" And the announcer strolls out. It's 200 feet, so it takes like a while. And they reach you guys, and they hold up your arms. So the announcer's lifting your arm above your head, and all of you are declared the winner! Woo!
Yeah, baby.
And that is how we're going to end part 1 of this adventure. You won! Joining us this time were Borb,
Hello.
Nesgrax,
Don't worry, I'm gonna make someone poo.
and Mendax.
I hope it's not me.
Bye-bye. We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. That's right, you can curl up with a good book based on one of our podcast episodes. The authors do a really great job of adapting them into fun novels. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Yes, that's right, you really can own a notepad with the fire-breathing kitten logo on the front, or one of your favorite characters. Go to redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Azreen, and more. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens. Joining us again are Nesgrax,
Don't worry, someone's got a poo.
Borb,
Welcome back.
and Mendax.
I'm terrified of getting poop on me.
no.
I'm scared.
Okay. He probably won't target you, right?
Hey, he
know.
might be in the radius. Who knows?
Okay, when we last left our heroes, their arms were being lifted above their heads by the announcers who were declaring them the winners in their fight against the Juggernauts.
Borb holds the arm of the other guy above his head.
Layla will not be able to take home the $1 million gold,
Good.
as their team has lost. You are now walking out of the arena area, and you are in the general area. I had a thing here. I have many pages. Okay. There is a sign overhead that says, tickets. There's a sign that says, sign up. Straight ahead are some arrows that say, souvenirs, temples, bathrooms, and food. There's also a general area where you can just watch the fights.
I'm heading for temples.
Borb strides confidently towards the temples. You guys?
How are you doing, Nesgrax? Do you need a little pick me up, or are you good to keep going?
Tell you what I could do is I could really use like a good 8 hours. Do we have that?
I don't think so.
Oh, boy, I really expended myself there. Yeah, let's just go get some food. Do they have churros? Churros?
I really hope so.
Let's go find some churros. All right.
Yeah.
Nesgrax and Iskra head off for churros. Mendax, Borb is heading to the temple. Who do you join?
I want churros. I'm good to go. I'm on Team Churro.
Okay.
Didn't you take a lot of damage?
No, I took none.
Okay,
I used up a couple of spell slots, but I stayed out of it.
Okay, I know another one of us. I'm not the only one who took a boatload of damage.
Yes,
so.
I'm limping towards the churros cart. And there's blood
Why?
coming
Priorities.
out of my nose.
Really?
I'm at 28 hit points.
The healing power. The healing power of the churro.
I don't know if that counts as like limping capacity, but like it felt like a lot.
All right. The DM can only guide you to the location. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Borb, pay 10 gold and you're fully healed. Nesgrax, we're going to have a scene with you at the churros.
Ooh.
I can only lead you to water. I can't make you drink. Borb, you're fully healed. So, perception check, Nesgrax.
Okay.
You're sniffing the cinnamon churro scent, right?
Yes, I can smell it. It's divine. 23.
Okay, that's pretty good. Nesgrax smells a familiar scent. It's perfume, and you feel happy before you remember what it is. In the crowds around you, a female brass dragonborn walks by, carrying a hot dog and 2 pretzels. She sideways steps down an aisle and sits beside a male brass dragonborn your age and one considerably older. The 3 smile at one another and begin to consume the snacks she brought them. A row behind them, a man wearing a suit tips his bowler hat to you and winks. He stands up and walks further down the aisle away from you, then looks back at you, beckons, and keeps walking.
I follow the man in the bowler hat.
Mendax?
Oh, I see this as well.
You see Nesgrax walk away.
Leave it. What? Does he have churros with him, or is he abandoning
Yes.
them?
He is carrying
Okay.
all of your churros.
Okay. Nesgrax, I want my churros.
I cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand delivers the churros to Mendax. And I just say,
do you want out? Do you need company, or are you good?
I give him like a little, like, throat cutting,
Okay, call me later.
Just, just leave me.
You want a slushie?
Just yes, but light, like a small one. He makes like a little small slushy symbol with his hands.
Okay, gotcha, Bill. I'll catch you in a bit.
He goes after the man with the bowler hat.
Do you know who those people were?
I do know who those people were.
Do you want to tell the audience?
They're my family. My father, my brother, and my father's carer, who I'm in love with.
I'm glad the audience know, because we both know. I just want the people listening to know. All right. Picture like the family from Frasier.
Yes. They're not so loosely based off of Niles' family from Frasier.
Yes. Okay, now, as the DM, I can't help it when my 24 hit point character separates themselves from the party to follow the man with the bowler hat. Okay, I don't want you to die here, but it's an interesting choice that you have presented me.
But he beckoned to me. I can't help it. He beckoned.
Can I just point out he does have churros?
He gave you the churros.
He's got his own.
He's got one churro to barter his life for.
Good churros. It's worth it.
Okay. All right. Mendax and Iskra eat some churros at a table with a umbrella that is shading them from the autumn sun. Nesgrax, the brass dragonborn who will never die, walks away from his party towards the man with the bowler hat and the suit.
He did beckon me, right? He said he was like beckoning.
Hey.
Okay. He wasn't like looking over. I didn't mistake it. Like he was doing it to somebody behind me, and I just.
Nope. Yeah, it was you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are both standing in a very quiet area of the arena that no one is at. It's away from the seats. It's away from the temple that Borb's in. And he goes, "You, friend of Liar."
I grab him by his lapels and I push him up against a wall, and I say,
Oh, hey, watch the suit.
"What does HHO stand for?"
He says to you, "What are you talking about?"
Aren't you from the HHO?
That didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
You never went to the forest between the worlds. That didn't happen.
What are you telling me to forget that happened?
I'm denying that it happened.
Okay, wink, wink. What are you here for?
Look, we're going to need you to take a dive. Throw this next final fight, lose out on the 1,000,000 gold prize, and Darshuk Karen will be safe and sound.
I'm sorry. Darpu Hukana? What? Who?
Okay, do some role playing. This is what you named the carer.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna look it up on my wiki page. Yeah,
Darshuk, that's the girl you're in love with.
Darshuk. Sorry.
It's okay.
What? I'm sorry. You are threatening my father's carer, Darshuk?
No, I'm not threatening her because you're going to lose the next fight and everyone's going to be fine.
What do you want, bowler hat man?
I want you to lose the next fight so that I will split the 1,000,000 gold prize.
Oh, I see. You've got a horse in this race as well.
Yeah, the HHO is going to need you to take a dive here, you see?
You've put me in an awkward spot. Oh, boy.
All right, well, message delivered. And if that did happen, it wasn't a big deal. Bye. And he's going to try to sneak away because you're kind of holding him by the lapels in the wall. Do you let go of his lapels and let him sneak off into the shadows?
Yes, I have to.
He sneaks off into the shadows, and you have a churro and the darkness of this shaded area, standing all alone in this empty hallway.
I start to sing a song.
It echoes really well.
It's alone again. No, never mind. I go back to the seats.
Oh, to the seats. Are you going to greet Darshuk, Karen?
Sorry, to wherever my family is.
Yeah, they're there. So currently, Darshuk is eating a hot dog. That's the carer. She's got a northern accent. Mm-hmm. Someone a little bit older than you is sitting there as well. Looks a lot like you. And then there's your dad, Duke Mulrear Scarsbrosh.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother Fatil Scarsbrosh and Darsha Karen are all there eating hot dogs. Do you make yourself visible to them?
Yes, I do. I say to my father, "Hello, father."
So he is a very prideful man. He's a man's man, a dragonborn's dragonborn. He's drinking some ale, leaning back in the seat, his injured leg propped up comfortably. And he sputters when he sees you. Like, did not expect to see you here. And then looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello, Nesgrax."
I see you're enjoying the tourney.
His face holds a look that can only be described as disappointment. Like his beer no longer tastes good. Yeah.
Well, it was good to see you all. Fatil, Darjuk.
Your brother makes a remark about your whoring and gambling, saying, "I'm surprised to see you here. There aren't any whores at this event." I don't know. I'm not smart.
Nesgrax goes, his face is like completely stone-faced, but he's going, "Ha ha 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 ha. Stop it."
Darshuk awkwardly laughs a little bit. Like she's never had anything against you, but the others are kind of rolling the tide of this conversation. And she offers you some of her churro bites. "It's been a long time since I've seen you, Nesgrax," in a northern accent.
I say, "Oh, Darjuk, it's lovely to see you. I see you're keeping well."
Of course. And then she tells you all the northern remedies she's been doing and keeping up on. It sounds like nonsense to you. But when she's talking, her beautiful face is looking at you, and that's all you can see.
I say to her, oh, Darjuk, I wish one of your old remedies could cure me of my ailments at the moment. I seem to be suffering badly after that last skirmish."
She takes out an ointment bottle and rubs it on your hand, and it's just oily now.
I look at my oily hand and I say, "Thank you. This should come in handy for the next bout."
Oh.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. I was just saying.
I know, but that was a bad pun.
Your brother says a snide remark about your gambling habits. He says something about how your hand is oily, so now you can't hold the dice or cards.
Again.
I'm not good at being snarky.
Nesgrax just goes stone face. He goes, seriously, stop it. Then he walks away.
Borb, you're fully healed. You find Mendax and Iskra at the table under an umbrella shaded from the autumn sun, eating churros.
Ooh, we're churros.
They have enough for you.
Do we?
Yeah,
we
Iskra
have that
does.
many. Iskra's got all your churros. Look, we've got caramel dipping sauce. We've got chocolate dipping sauce. There's a clam chowder dipping sauce. I think is kind of weird, but go nuts.
Okay. All right. Borb looks at the churros and doesn't even bother with the dipping sauce.
Crunch. The crispy churro is fatty and sweet in your mouth, and it's amazing.
All right.
Anyway, you seen Nesgrax anywhere? He went off for some reason, and his slushy's getting all melty.
No. Borb not see you, Nesgrax.
No, all right. No, we should probably go find him. You know him, he gets into trouble a lot. And that's not fair, because I want to get into trouble too.
So I'm looking around for them as I'm going through the crowd.
You see them.
Okay, I go up to them. I go specifically up to Mendax.
Ah, there you are. Hang on, let me get your slushy. It's blue raspberry. Hope that's all right.
I knock the blue raspberry out of his hand, and I grab him by his lapels. And I hold him up, and I say, "What does HHO stand for?"
I told you, I don't know. Look, we've been looking for these guys for, is it weeks now?
I say to him, "We need to, we need to talk."
We are talking.
Okay.
Are we talking, or is it a talk? And he kind of like looks at Nesgrax pointedly.
It's a talk with the look, the wink, and the thing.
Okay.
You need healer.
Yes, please. I do.
You need.
All right, let's go do that first, and then we'll find somewhere quiet. All right.
Heal me, and then we're gonna talk.
Okay.
Okay. So wait. So where can I get healed?
Temple.
Temple. Okay. Borb, to the temple.
Borb, go for more churros. You go temple.
Okay.
Okay.
Mendax, follow me to the temple.
To the temple. Okay, let's hope I don't set on fire when we go in. An occasional hazard.
They walk out, 10 gold lighter, but completely healed.
All right.
Does that do spell slots as well, or just the flesh?
No, just hit points. Yeah.
Then that was 10 gold wasted for me.
Oh, you didn't spend any. You weren't injured.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So I say to Mendax, okay, listen. I was just approached by that man in the bowler hat who sent us to that plane, between planes. Do you remember? The HHO man?
How could I forget? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now, he has said to me, I'm being level with you here. I need to throw this fight. Otherwise, he is going to hurt my father's carer, who I happen to be in love with. And yes, maybe I'm married to a ghost, but still.
I was about to say, yeah.
She's a dear friend, and I don't want to see any harm come to her. So you need to level with me here. What is going on, and what have we gotten ourselves into?
As I said before, I don't really know. I've been scouring my contacts, the ones that are still active, for the last couple of weeks now, but I haven't managed to find anything. As far as I can tell, they're kind of new, but I really can't help you much more than that. I don't know how wide their network is. I'm not. I wish I could help you with this more. I really do, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We're out about 1 million gold after this. It seems that they have a horse in this race as well.
So, is there any chance we can catch back up with this guy again? Or
Perception
did you just let him go like a punk?
Perception check.
17.
You do not see Vinoba Mustakas.
No, 13. Vinobo?
You definitely do not see Vinoba Mustakas.
Vinobo Mustakas.
That sounds like a Greek dish.
It sounds like a delicious restaurant. All right, man, listen.
But you just let him go, didn't you?
Of course I did. I don't know anything about these people. I don't know where they are. I don't know who's who. I know one of them wears a bowler hat. And I know that the love of my life her life is being threatened.
You're married.
I know, but seriously, I met Arpod, months ago. I've known Darjuk for years, and I can hold a candle for both, okay? There's enough room in here for two.
What about Borb?
Borb was in there, and Borb is out because of my relationship with Arpod. Look, it's not the point. The point is, someone that I care about is going to be hurt unless we lose this fight. So, I think that the answer is obvious here. It's not worth it.
Yeah, but I'm just concerned that they're trying to get this prize money for a reason. What if they need it to expand their operation? What if by throwing this fight and letting them win, they do more damage down the line. I mean, who's to say they don't come back, take more of them out?
I have to say, man, I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm not willing to risk the life of my very good friend.
What, against the safety of the whole... Well, I don't want to say world, but against the whole universe?
What? Wait, what? World? I thought this was like a Jersey mafia. You're saying the whole
you do know
world.
what they sent us. You do remember what they sent us to do, right?
Oh, good point. Yeah, we did have to destroy a plane.
Local mafias don't send people to destroy planes.
Well, we don't know what they want with the million gold.
It's not gonna be anything good.
Well, neither is my friends getting killed.
I mean, is it worth warning them? Did you do that at least?
No, I didn't want to put them at risk. I thought I could just throw the fight and then we'd
You
be
didn't
done
want
with it.
to put them at risk where they're literally in the place where they are most at risk right now.
Yeah, good point.
DM is dying. I'm sorry.
Okay, listen. If I can tell Darjuk to get out of here and get somewhere safe, or put her somewhere safe, then perhaps I will buy us some time. Yes. Okay, what can we do? How can we get her away from the Omega chain of travel?
I would probably do it.
Okay, I turn around and I run back to where my family is.
Your brother looks sad that you're there. He's like, aw, darn.
I'll follow.
Oh, your brother looks impressed that a celebrity is there.
Yes, Fatal, meet my good friend, Mendax.
I start to put on a charm.
Oh, okay. He wants to shake your hand, and he's acting as if he's not got any problem with his brother at all. He's just turned into, like, you know how when rich people greet one another? Schmoozing. He's schmoozing with you.
Yeah, and start schmoozing. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. As I'm sure you know, I'm Mendax Yarn Spinner. Lovely to meet you. Nesgrax has told me so many wonderful things about you. Oh, is this your father? Oh, he is far more handsome than ever I could possibly have imagined. Oh, look at how powerful his build is. Oh, whoa, wow, okay. Some of the songs they write about me are nice, but whoa, why is there nothing about you?
Persuasion check.
How does a 28 grip you?
The dad doesn't really follow along with pop culture, so he's not very aware of what a celebrity you are. But his son's reaction and your pretty face go over pretty well.
Borb walks up with two handfuls of churros. Hello.
Oh no.
They say hi to you. Hi. Nesgrax, you didn't tell me
Sir
that you were
Scarborough,
friends
have
with...
you met our pet cow man? The amazing cow man, he talks.
Pet?
See, it's amazing. He knows the word pet.
Oh.
Darjuk shares a conspiratorial wink at Borb, and she goes, one of the help, yeah?
Yes, he's accompanied me on many an adventure. He's an excellent cook, and might I say, an excellent toast rack.
Darjuk will trade you one hot dog for one churro to distract you from killing Mendax.
Borb accepts the bribe.
You now have a hot dog. It's got everything on it.
He's very helpful around a campfire, you know? You just plonk a marshmallow on one of his horns and just stick his face into the fire.
Mendax is trying to die. Okay, so the brother...
He's schmoozing with the rich people. That's what they go for.
They do like picking on people. Yeah, that I'm aware. The brother thinks you're excellent.
Borb is giving Mendax a look like saying, we'll talk about this later.
With the glowing red eyes. Ooh, this is going to be a fun talk.
Okay.
Why can Mendax never find love? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I pull Darshuk aside, and I take out my Omega chain of travel.
She offers you more ointment for your hand.
I say, no, thank you, Darshuk. Thank you. The one daub is enough.
And then she's like, I did hear about what happened, and I do understand why Fatal's, Fatal. He's just, that's how he is.
Yes,
But
I know, Fatal.
you didn't need to leave the home.
I had to, Darshuk. I was exiled. I had no claim to my family name. I'm no longer a Skarsbrush.
She pets your arm with, her hand, in that comforting way, and says, well, you'll always be family to me.
Oh, Darshuk, thank you. Listen. You need to think of the safest place that you can be, preferably on a different plane.
What? She says.
Where would you be safe? I know. Asgard. You'll be safe on Asgard. We were
She says.
we were there recently. We talked with everyone. They know us. Oh,
I can't go on vacation. I'm so busy taking care of your father. What will Mulrir do?
I just put the chain over her and I just look at her and I say, Asgard.
Oh, you're going to do it without her consent?
Yeah, no, of course. I'm saving her life.
Oh, man. All right. Dang. She poofs and she's in Asgard.
And then just at that moment, Mendax is continuing to kind of talk with his family and just go, oh, by the way, I have this great holiday home in Asgard. You should really visit it. Do you want to go now? It's an amazing spot. I mean, Nesgrax has got the...
No.
Oh, what did you do?
Mendax, I just sent her to Asgard. She'll be safe there.
Oh, you didn't think to bring the rest of the family along?
No, he only threatened the one. Come on. I only have one of those
Do you
things.
not know how this works?
How what works?
I mean, there's one member of your family you care for, and then there's all the rest of them.
Oh my god. What? Oh god. Mendax. What? Oh.
I mean, I didn't think you'd just, send her to Asgard at the first
I wanted to keep
opportunity.
They threatened her. I wanted to make her safe. I didn't realize
Who
this was...
threatened her, says your father, Mulrir Skarsbrush.
What does he say?
Who threatened her?
Oh, Father, Look, there's something going on that is going to take too long to explain to you, but Darjuk was in trouble. I had to get her out of here, for the time being, temporarily, so that we can continue to complete our mission, which is rather vague, if you ask me.
Mission? What are you involved in now, you gambling whoremonger?
And I grab my father by by his lapels, and I say, listen, Father, I am a warlock, a servant of Mephistopheles. I am a fire-breathing kitten. I'm the husband of Arpad, the hell-bound soul of Mount Hokkaido. And I do not need your judgment right now. Push him back into his chair.
Persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 24.
24 is very high. Your dad, he's a very tough old man. He spent years fighting to protect the security of the people. His leg was injured on the job. He's been hobbling around, swallowing his pride ever since then. He raised 2 fancy boys, and they're not like him, but he's proud of them. When he saw you go down that path, gambling and whoring beyond your control, it hurt him to see you hurt. When he looks at you now, though, standing with your friends who seem impressive, in an arena full of people, not hiding, but out in the light of day, it's been a long time since he's seen you outside of that gambling den. He looks at you with a new bit of respect in his eyes. He doesn't know what you're involved in, but it seems like you're not alone. and you've got a Minotaur, a celebrity, and this green lady on your side. You're shaking him by the lapels, and he nods at you and he says, okay, all right, what should we do?
So, well,
First your brother sputters at him. But keep going.
I say, well, first
Dad,
of all...
Father.
I say, Fatul, not now.
Be quiet, Fatul.
Be quiet. First of all, you need to get someplace safe. You need to leave now. Get to our home, our castle. You'll be safe with the soldiers.
Actually, I can do one better. And I kind of just grab a scrap of parchment, just kind of write a name and address down, just kind of fold it up and just kind of pass it to Nesgrax's father and just go, just follow this address. They'll take care of you. Go.
Oh, okay. Now the brother complains about wanting to see the rest of the game. Okay. And then you shoo him away. Fatal and Mulrir leave the arena, heading to the address that Mendax gave them.
Looks like me not be the only one. Family problems.
Oh, you have family problems as well.
Borb nods.
Bob, you're like an onion. There are so many layers to you.
You also smell.
Yes.
Mendax!
It's making me tear up.
Me thrown out of clan.
You were also thrown out of your clan? We never talk. How did...
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys made a pretty good couple, actually. All right, so, but you're married. So 172, 173, 174, and 175 you hear over the loudspeaker.
Okay. Borb
Everyone, it's time for the final showdown.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sorry.
Well, these wood nymphs are getting better.
It's the final.
No, don't say the lyrics.
That's why I didn't finish it. All right. Borb is heading for the arena.
Yeah, I'm following Borb.
I'm just kind of like following behind, just making like, just looking around, just making sure there's no awkward people in bowler hats following. No.
Your bowler hat radar does not detect Vinoba, but now you have bowler hat radar. So this is an audio medium, so you guys can't see, but Mendax's player is looking around him suspiciously for bowler hats.
He might be in my room. There you are.
So, okay, you're standing in the arena with, I'm going to say it's a 200-foot platform because, okay. All right. And across from you, before I describe the team that you're going to fight, who has conquered many other teams to be here, you are the top bracket from the loser's bracket, and they are the top bracket from the winner's bracket. Instead, I'll describe the arena. It's vast and tall around you with thousands and thousands of people filling the seats. Unfortunately, you missed the halftime show, which was amazing. Everyone who's heard our interviews knows what happens at the halftime shows. But with the autumn sun lowering itself in the sky and the first bit of darkness coming across the sky and the bright, bright lights of the stadium lighting up everyone inside, as you start to feel a little bit tired for the day, this is the last part of the Fight Club. The audience is on the edge of their seats. And now I'll describe the party across from you. They have red rumps. They also have red hooves and red torsos. And you can see their six-packs because they're only wearing loincloths. Their human hands are balled into fists. Their cow heads and horns are atop broad shoulders, and their faces are wearing a scowl. You see 4 minotaurs across from you.
Oh no.
We're going to use
Borb's eyes immediately stop glowing red, and you begin to see him begin to back up.
I say, Bob.
He seems to become a little hyper ventilating at the sight of these minotaurs. Probably for the first time ever anyone's seen, Borb has a terrified look on his face.
I go up to Borb.
You know how we mentioned family issues?
Uh-huh.
That's my family.
Ah.
We're having a lot of this today, aren't we?
It's a lot of conflicts. Internal, external.
Fight Club!
Hmm.
Borb, your father, Melchek Blunthorn, is standing second from the left. The people around are indeed minotaurs from your clan. Everyone, we're going to use the same initiative from last time. Borb, you're up first.
Yeah,
Are we doing this like shoot to kill or...
don't kill. But, oh man, Borb, this is the first time, Borb is, it's obvious that he's had some issues with, wow, okay,
Bob, just to clarify, are they going to try to kill you and us? Oh.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Everyone do a history check. I just want to clarify something.
14.
not even gonna list that. 7.
13.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys vaguely remember something about a diamond, something will be returned if not consumed. What do you think that consumption might be? What are diamonds used for?
Resurrection.
Oh, well, you wish you knew. Ah, darn. So,
Okay.
Borb, you're up first.
Yeah.
I think we're all about to be proposed to.
Borb is having a panic attack right now, so whoever's next,
Oh my goodness.
go.
Iskra's next. She takes out her dual swords and she closes the distance. You are 40 feet away, let's say, from the team. There we go, writing that down. It's official now. And she takes her swords and she strikes out at the Minotaur on the very left, who... Borb, what's their name?
That is a good question. I'm not very good at coming up with names on a quick
Okay, you can each name one.
Okay, one is definitely named Kevin.
Kevin. And?
Larry.
Larry. And?
I don't. As I said, I'm not very good at coming up with names on the spot like this.
Joe Fernandez.
Why not? Go ahead. Joe, Larry Curly and Joe.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Joe. All right. Iskra raises her swords to Joe, and she dashes at him. Well, I mean, not literally. Dashing is using your action to move. She runs at him, and she rolls... Ooh, okay. For the record, the armor class is 17. Everyone please pre-roll your hits. And she strikes and hits. Her sword slash shallow wounds across her opponent as the first blood sprays, and Joe takes damage. All right. Joe is down. Joe becomes enraged. Mendax, it's your turn.
I just want to give them a quick once-over, sort of see what sort of weapons they possess.
They possess very sharp horns, very strong fists, and blood iron great axes.
Okay, so they're all big wacky types. That's good to know. Mendax is just going to go for the big Hail Mary and cast Mass Polymorph.
Okay.
So I would like each of them to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is
Okay.
Pidge here or something all of a sudden?
First one rolls a 5. Joe has failed. A 21 for Melchek, a 21 for Kevin, and a 18 for Larry.
Okay, Kevin and Melchik are absolutely fine. The other two transform into... Yeah, let's go for fairly small tortoises.
Tortoise. Okay, got it. I have noted that Melchek and Kevin's friends, Joe and Larry, are tortoises.
See, Borb, we're two down already. Is it? This is easy.
Melchek reacts to his friend being turned into a tortoise. He screams and his eyes glow red.
Retro.
Nesgrax, it's your turn.
Oh, boy. Okay. So one of them is a tortoise.
Two of them
Two
are
of them are
tortoises.
Two of them are tortoises, and there's two others. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my true polymorph to turn one of them that's not a tortoise into a tortoise.
The elder minotaur covered in scars and tattoos? Or his friend?
The more descriptive one. The one with the scars and the tattoos.
Borb's dad?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Melchek rolls a 21.
Oh, no. Yeah, that beats the wisdom saving throw of 17.
Are you going to try to convince Borb to fight, or what are you going to do?
Well, Nesgrax's turn is over. So he ends his turn 40 feet to the left of them. And then it's Melchek's turn. First, the tortoise, though. So two tortoises probably have a movement speed of around, 5.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot.
Okay, so they get 5 feet closer to you, and they feel very angry and very dumb. So they are now only 35 feet. Meanwhile, Melchek reacts to seeing his son here. He goes, "Ha! This will be easy!" And he rushes towards Borb with his great axe. At the start of its turn, the Minotaur can gain advantage on all melee weapon attack rolls it makes during that turn, but attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of its next turn. He's recklessly attacking his child. He swings his blood iron great axe at you, Borb. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
He does 26 slashing damage. Then he gores you. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
You take 2 individual goring attacks, each for 30 piercing damage. He's enraged, and he will win this fight, or so he thinks. Borb, it's your turn. Sorry, Kevin. Almost forgot Kevin. So, Mendax and Nesgrax, I'm going to roll for you guys.
Ooh.
Iskra's going to get an attack of opportunity against No, she missed. Good job, Iskra. Okay. Nesgrax, you are the target of their attacks. It was completely random. So Kevin comes towards you, and he is going to try to attack you. He tries to roll a advantage. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 26 slashing damage from the great axe. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Take 2 piercing attacks for 30 damage each as he gores you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kevin's not happy. Actually, no, Kevin's extremely happy because Kevin loves blood. Larry the tortoise gets 5 feet closer.
It's Borb's turn.
It's Borb's turn. Borb, your dad is in melee with you.
Yeah. Borb's eyes flicker, but manage to finally become red once more. I hope to never see you again, Father, after you threw me out of the tribe. But I will fight.
Borb, do a history check with advantage. A history skill check with advantage.
14.
With advantage?
Yes.
All right, yeah, there's something about diamonds you don't know. Everyone else do a history check with advantage.
I did even worse.
16.
Sure, 16's high enough. Nesgrax knows that the diamond is used to revivify people, so no one will truly die here.
Oh. Okay, can I...
Mendax, you don't know that. Borb, you're busy. What do you do?
Yes. Well, I get advantage on attack rolls because I'm quite familiar with the reckless attack ability, so...
Yeah.
I'm guessing this guy's probably a level 20 barbarian as well, so that means he's gonna be... Okay.
He's a beefy boy.
Going great weapons mastery. This guy's gonna sting. Alright.
I yell, "Don't hold back, Bob. They'll revivify him with diamonds."
25.
Sharing the information.
Yes.
And 28. Good. So that is 33 and 32 points of damage.
Goes down to 95 hit points.
Oh, okay. He's not as healthy as Borb is.
Nope. Borb, you're stronger than him. And you realize that with a flash of inspiration in your eyes, as your axe strikes him, and he seems to be very injured from that, you realize that this man who years ago threw you out from the Red Rump clan for being a weakling runt is no longer the stronger of the two of you.
Okay, then. That changes what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to fight this fight.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Do you say anything to your daddy?
You're no longer stronger. You weakling now.
Do a persuasion check. Let's see if he believes you.
Oh, this is going to be ugly.
You get advantage because you're telling the truth.
19.
Oh, wow. You're very persuasive, Borb. Your dad looks at you, and he looks old. Iskra, it's your turn. Iskra takes out her 2 swords. She is in the melee range, which is she's over by the turtles, and she's going to hit the turtle with extreme sword damage, and she lops off the turtle's head. The turtle head rolls across the arena, and turtle blood leaks out. Great for turtle soup. And its shape changes back into a minotaur.
Yeah, but one without its head.
When they go down to 0 hit points in their acquired form, which no one told her not to attack, they go back to their natural form.
Oh.
Yeah, but they don't regrow heads.
That's true. That was flavor.
Okay.
So Joe's back to not being a tortoise, and Iskra looks terrified. She's like, what is going on? Freaking magic. This is why I don't mess with magic. Ugh.
Don't do that again!
Mendax, it's your turn.
Okay, whereabouts is the now ex-turtles, compared to the one that's been attacking Nesgrax?
Nesgrax is 40 feet away from the other tortoise, and 35 away from this no longer a tortoise, and 0 feet away from Kevin, and Borb and Nesgrax and Kevin and Melchek are all in a clump with you. So, you are very close to Melchek and Kevin.
Am I in melee range of Melchek?
Yeah.
Okay, that's worrying.
Yeah.
This one mine. Deal with brothers.
I got you covered. And the fun thing about Force Cage is that it's not concentration.
Oh, dang.
So I can have as many on the go as I like. So I'm going to cast Force Cage again on Kevin.
Kevin, who is currently beating a lot out of Nesgrax. Beating the stuffing out of Nesgrax. Nesgrax, you find that your assailant is now trapped behind a glass wall and staring at himself at many mirrors.
But this time I've learnt my lesson and it's going to be opaque on the outside. So I'm just setting him mad on the inside, but no one else can see because I've learnt.
Right.
The
Nesgrax,
rules.
instead, you find that inches away from your face, where that frothing mad minotaur had been, is a black cube. And it's your turn, Nesgrax.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Mendax.
Alright. Do you know Force Cage
No.
for this one?
Okay, so let's see. There's one in a force cage, one is a tortoise, one came back, and Borb's got the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Any chance you could send one of them to hell?
well, if I can hit one of them, yeah, that would be cool.
You are about 35 feet away from Joe, the former tortoise.
You can get him.
Okay, so I am going to hit him with Eldritch Blast. So, I'm going to send all 4 beams at him. So the first one is
It would be really funny.
Yeah. What?
Okay, I know you're not going to do this, but I was just picturing how funny it would look if you walked up to him, poked him to do 1 damage, and sent him to hell. But keep going with the Eldritch Blast.
Can I just...
Yeah.
I would love to just do that. Can I do that?
Isn't that how your thing works? That if you touch them and do damage, that
as
you can...
as long as I hit them, so I have to be able to. I have to score it. I have to hit. So
That's a good point. That would be risking.
yeah.
Then you'd be melee damage with Joe.
Idea.
Yeah.
DM, may I request a retrospective bonus action because I did not use mine?
Yeah, it's still your turn technically until Nesgrax
Yes.
does something.
I'm gonna use the first time I've ever done this, Bardic Inspiration, baby.
ooh.
Please perform the bardic inspiration.
Okay, it's gonna be more of a rhythmic thing this time, so it's a...
Oh, I just watched this last night.
Send that tortoise, not the tortoise to hell, the Minotaur, the ex-tortoise will go to hell. Come on, Nesgrax, you got this, bud. Just hit him once and send him home. Send him to hell right this now. And then he kind of keeps going for a little bit, but the player's not going to because he's been whacking his chest quite hard.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to hit the table because that would destroy the microphone.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. So the thing about Bardic Inspiration is that it gives a character of my choice at this level 1d12 to add to an attack roll or saving throw or, you know, any sort of thing like that, skill check, what have you. So you get an extra d12 onto your punchy thing, Nesgrax.
Oh, I love it.
And now it's Nesgrax's turn.
Well, thank you for that, Mendax. I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast.
The player is glaring at him.
I actually just hit naturally with a 12 plus 9, so that's 21. And their armor class is 17, isn't it?
Yes, you hit with your Eldritch Blast.
So if I hit with Eldritch Blast, do they also take damage if I also am sending them to hell and them taking damage from going to hell?
You can't send them to hell because you didn't strike them with a melee attack.
You have to use a melee attack?
That's what you read out last time. I don't know. Read what
Is
you.
That's
read what
why
it
I
says.
gave you the bonus.
When you hit a creature
Because
with
you're
no,
weak.
it just says when you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature to instantly transport them.
Is it a spell? Is a spell an attack? Hey, Borb's player, is a spell an attack?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Typically, a spell is counted as an attack, so...
All right.
All right.
He knows the rules better than I do.
Okay. So I hit him. So now
I rescind my glare.
So then also, so that my first question remains: if I hit them with Eldritch Blast, but I also hurl them through hell, do they take the Eldritch Blast damage and the hell damage?
Yes.
Okay, so great. So that first one was a hit. That was 21.
Okay, they go down from 110 to how much damage did you do?
That one was 29.
29 damage. They go down to 81 hit points. Joe is purple beamed for some damage.
Okay, and now I've got 4 beams, so I do another one, right?
Wait, it was 29 damage for one beam?
Yeah.
What?
It's an Eldritch Blast. 2d10 plus 3. Is this what this is saying? Am I doing that right?
So that would be 23 maximum.
23. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Why is this 20? I got 20. Oh, sorry. That was sorry. Sorry. I totally messed this up. That was my second roll to hit. I didn't do damage yet. So let me let me do the damage first.
All right, they're at 110. Okay.
Okay.
No,
So-
it's been less than 1 hour since I've last messed up D&D math, so I have no right to say anything.
So this one, so that first damage, that first hit was 10.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. The second beam, which is 27,
That hits.
will deal 10.
Got it.
The third is 18 to hit,
That hits.
and that deals 9.
Mhm.
And the fourth is 24 to hit.
Also hits.
And that is 5.
Joe goes down to 76 hit points.
And I hurl him through hell.
And what does that do again? That they like poof into thin air, and then how long are they there?
They go through hell. So I use this feature to instantly transport the target through the lower planes. At the end of my next turn, the target returns to the space it previously occupied, or the nearest unoccupied space. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d10 psychic damage.
All right, and we're going to let you roll that damage so that you'll know how much it is and be able to... Melchek is up next.
And it'll be taking full damage because no barbarian is resistant to psychic damage, so...
Yeah. Yep. That magicy stuff. Okay, so after Nesgrax, I have that you're still in melee with Kevin, and then I remembered that he's in a box. So I'm going to give Kevin one strike. He's starting his turn out of eyesight of the crowd, which doesn't make for a good show. Melchek and Borb are locked in fierce melee combat. He is raging, which means that he gets advantage on his melee weapon attack against Borb. That's the first roll, and that's the second roll. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
He does an axe attack with his blood iron great axe for 26 slashing damage. He's also going to try to gore you. Does a... Oh, I think one of these might miss. There you go. Okay, so a 28 hits you, but a 15 does not. And one of his gores misses you, and you only take 30 piercing damage from his horns.
Okay, so... Alright.
That was Melchek's turn. Kevin is in a box. Joe is in hell. Larry is a tortoise. Larry gets 5 feet closer.
Oh, no. Stop, Larry.
He's coming. Everyone hide.
Borb is going to do a very Borb thing.
Yeah, it's your turn, Borb. Go ahead.
He's going to hug his father, but in a rather nasty way. But he's going to grab him and try to lift him off the ground with a hug. I forgive you.
Oh.
But first I gotta make an athletics check, I believe.
Yeah?
That's a 28.
He rolled quite low and only got a 15. He's quite strong, but that was a bad roll.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that would have been a 19. But doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, you're lifting him up in your hug.
I walk over to the... How far away is the edge of the arena?
Oh, man, it is a good 200 feet from you because of what we've been up to. So it would take you like a few turns to do this. But if you are stronger than him each time, it would be quite dramatic. So
2 rounds.
Yeah. All right, so he spends the first round.
I tap my shoes together.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And I move the full 160 feet.
Holy cow!
My shoes are running. Give me.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Because he was in melee range with me, and he was moved out of melee range, does that mean I get an opportunity attack?
That is a question for the person who knows the rules the best of us, which is Borb's player.
Yes, technically, yes, it is allowed. But Borb gives you a look like...
This is his daddy.
Oh, come on, just let me kick him.
And Borb's gone. He's 160 feet away before you can say anything, Mendax.
I do literally 0 damage with my unarmed strike.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like karate chop the air.
Aw, Mendax. This is why you sing well.
Yeah. Let me kick him.
Those boots of speed come in very handy when I need to move fast.
Yeah, he might have if you hadn't called him your pet earlier. He's shrugging. It conveys well for the radio. Okay, after Borb is Iskra's turn. So she did just lop off the head of a tortoise, and then it turned into it turned into a person again, and then now that person is very injured. So that worked out.
Did he just... is he still in hell? Wait, was that Joe?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so now that person's in hell.
Yes.
So her brain is spinning because of all the magic. She's a fighter. She's not a magic user. So she lopped off the head of a tortoise. It turned into a minotaur. The minotaur is now in hell. So that's... She looks at the remaining tortoise.
Leave it!
And she looks at the black box. Oh, the black box is, yeah, I don't even have to keep track of that, huh?
Nope.
That was the second round with the box, I believe. So
Yeah. Kevin is disqualified.
Yay!
Joe is probably going to make it out of hell, right? Because at the end of your next turn will be the start of his, so...
Can I shout to Iskra and just go, look, if you want to do anything, just pick up the tortoise and drop it outside the arena.
She picks up the tortoise. She has a movement of at least 60 feet, and she gets the tortoise.
We don't need to.
Why?
Because where's the enemy?
It's,
tortoise.
It's on the stage as a tortoise.
Still there.
Yeah, but we don't see a minotaur around here anymore.
Shape changing is technically allowed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
Last year, at the end of the fight, they all became very large dragons. So shape changing is very much allowed.
Okay.
There's a bunch of human-looking people. They all, yeah. Yes, worth a try. So she picks up the tortoise by its shell. It tries to bite her. It is a tortoise. It does not work. And she moves it 60 feet towards the edge. She's like, whatever you say, magic people. And actually, she's super fit. So she's carrying this tortoise like a waiter carries a tray. And it's a huge tortoise. Borb, it's your turn. You're 40 feet from the edge. Melchek is in your arms. You're going to have to make an opposing grapple check.
Yes.
You got 25?
I'm glad I have advantage on strength checks because that would have really... I rolled a natural 1 and a total of 30.
Oh, good. Wow, because he got 25, so he would have bust out of year 1. Wow. I mean, it's the difference between a player character. This is the difference between a wild-caught Pokemon and a Pokemon that you raise yourself. Because he, the monster stats for monsters aren't as strong. Yeah,
My character walks to the edge of the arena and drops him off the edge. Stay down there.
Intimidation check, please.
Don't want to come up. All right. Nat 20.
Oh! And this is your father. This is the man who kicked you out of the clan for not being strong enough. You dump him, and he lands on his butt. And he's
It's over, father. I have the high ground.
You have the high ground, and he's sitting and he's looking up at you, and your intimidation check of a nat 20 as he looks up the ledge at you, and you're standing with the light behind you, you know, the light of the setting sun, standing on the... This is kind of cool. It's kind of pretty, you know?
What a time to roll that nat 20.
Perfect timing. And he looks up at you with respect in his eyes. Man, this is like the adventure everyone makes good with their dad. All right. So, Iskra's carrying a tortoise. Mendax, it's your turn. There's a box on the stage. They're disqualified.
Well, at the moment, the only one that's really left in play is potentially Hell Minotaur, who could come back.
Yeah. Do you want to...
I've got a plan for him.
Ooh. Do tell.
I'm just going to take out my portable hole where he was standing when I sent him to hell. So when he comes back, he'll just go in the hole.
He'll have some hot dogs to keep him company.
Yeah, he'll have plenty of hot dogs. And then I'm going to try to make him poo.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm basically just going to use my turn to, just turn to the crowd and just go, are you not entertained?
Ah, that's perfect. You get an inspiration point for the reference. Nesgrax, it's your turn.
Okay, Nesgrax starts whistling Chariots of Fire as he takes out the portable hole and lays it down on the floor. So he's going. And he finishes laying out the portable hole right where Joe would come back from hell at the end of his turn.
All right, and at the end of Nesgrax's turn, is there anything else, Nesgrax?
Can I prepare to do a command spell?
Yes, you can ready. Yeah,
Okay,
upon the certainty that this person will pop back into existence, you can take the following action, which is command.
I want to cast command on him.
Okay, I'll have my wisdom, right? Wisdom?
Yep, wisdom.
Wisdom save ready. Nesgrax ends his turn. Pop. A person comes back from hell taking how much damage?
10d10, which was 40. I rolled 42.
Okay.
Okay.
42. Okay, so he had 76 hit points. 76 minus 42 is 34 left. And he rolls a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Oh,
What's your...
That is 17.
Oh, here we go.
So I yell. So if he falls into the hole, I yell down.
He does.
And he lands on.
He pops back,
He lands on a bunch of hot dogs,
which are now ruined.
I yell down to him, "Poo!"
Horribly, the hot dogs are no longer consumable.
I say, "Oh no, I didn't think that one through." Oh.
And the loincloth makes this go everywhere because that wasn't really covering anything. So he didn't dirty himself there. He dirtied the hot dogs.
Oh, my hole. I'm going to have to clean that up. Oh, I didn't think this through. Oh, God.
That's your catchphrase for this episode, isn't it?
I didn't think it through.
Okay, it's actually his turn. How big is the hole?
The
10
whole...
foot by...
Yeah, it's 10 feet deep.
Okay, he, with a Superman jump, jumps out of the hole, leaving the poop and the hot dogs behind, and stands on the edge of the hole, using his entire turn to escape from the portable hole.
Oh, no.
Larry the tortoise gets closer to the edge, and I'm just going to have Iskra chuck him. She's quite strong. If you guys have ever seen a person, what's that Olympic sport where they throw a really heavy ball?
Shot put.
Hurling? No.
Shot put? Yeah.
Shot put. Yeah, shot put. Yeah.
She shot puts the tortoise over the edge.
Okay.
She's very strong. Borb, I'm going to skip you because you had quite a triumphant ending, and Iskra, and I'm going to let Mendax finish off the Minotaur teetering on the edge of the hole.
34 HP left, we say.
Standing on the edge of a hole, very last round of Fight Club. What do you do?
I would like to walk up behind him, just tap him on the shoulder so he turns around to me, and then I'm going to Sparta kick him into the hole.
Okay.
Ideally. But beforehand, I would like to give myself bardic inspiration so I can actually make this happen.
Okay.
So, hopefully, a D12. Go. All right, everyone blow on it for luck. This is going to be amazing. Okay, and then I've got, seeing if I've got any bonuses. That is a 17 to hit.
Meet it to beat it.
Yes! Okay. So, I walk up behind him, just nice and casual, like, I tap him on the shoulder. He turns around and I go, "Hey, bud, how's it going?" He's like, yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'm a bit pooey, but, it's, bit of a danger of the job. I go, "Yeah, I know. You know where this is, mate?" He goes, "Yeah, no, where is it?" So, "This is Niqamui!" And I Sparta kick him into the hole. And then, also, as I have another feature which I've, once again, never used, but I have this thing called Psychic Blades because of my Bardic Collars. So when I hit a creature with an attack, I can expend one use of my Bardic Inspiration, so I can give my just use 2 of those up to deal an extra 8d6 psychic damage to that target.
Whoa. All right.
So because of that sick burn, I also do, would you believe it, 34 damage.
Oh, nice.
I will gladly send you like a photo of that app roll just to prove it if you need it, but
you're good. I do 0 damage with a kick, all the damage with that sick burn. And he falls into his own poop. in the hole. And with his unconscious Minotaur poopy hot dog form in the hole, one turtle booted over the edge, one just stuck in a box looking at themselves in the mirrors, and one looking proudly up at his son. That ends the Fight Club!
Woo!
Yeah! The reward for winning this fight is 1 million gold, the announcer says, as they hold your arms up high.
Hooray!
With Borb holding his announcer by the above his own head again.
just you like ripped his arm out of the socket and you're holding his arm above his head.
No,
like waggling
he's dangling from Borb's hand.
Okay.
Aw, he's kicking his little feet above the ground, being lifted by his arm, but he's so thrilled that he doesn't care. You'll feel it later. You'll feel it all tomorrow. Joining us today were Borb,
Goodbye,
Nesgrax,
I told you I'd make someone poo.
and Mendax.
And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory, yeah.
Oh, don't forget, we promised to explain to them the,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, everyone, stay recording. Right. Okay, so welcome to the show after the show, where we'll answer all of your very burning questions. Not things like,
kittens.
what does HHO stand for? Because I don't know. But what were the contestants earlier today who you lost to? So I will now describe what they were. The original legend was that, as was mentioned, Thor met Utgarda Loki, which in Old Norse means Loki of the Utgarder, who immediately recognized his new guests and set about taunting them for their diminutive size, for he was a giant. Wanting to salvage his dignity and that of his companions, Thor proudly asserted that no one else in this castle could eat food faster than he could. Utgarda Loki challenged him to prove this boast by entering a contest with one of the men there, whose name was Loki. The contest happened as it happened with you guys. Also, they did a running, they did a drinking, they did a lifting of a cat. In a rage, Thor challenged anyone in the castle to wrestle with him. Insultingly, Utgarda Loki appointed an old woman, Ellie, who was one of his servants, but the great god lost even this contest. After this, Utgarda Loki decided that there should be no more contests, and the company spent the night in the castle. In the morning, they rose and prepared to leave. After Utgarda Loki had shown them out of the castle, he confided to them what had actually transpired in the contests. Quote, "You held your own remarkably well in the eating contest, since your opponent was none other than fire itself." Logi means fire in Norse. Old Norse. "So it was with the racing, too. You raced against thought." Hugi means thought, which no one could ever hope to outrun. "My cat was actually the Midgard serpent, Jormungand," which is one of the 3 children that Loki and the giantess Angerborda had, along with Helen Fenrir, "whom you succeeded in raising one toe of. This raised the ocean and into the sky, the Midgard serpent. And finally you wrestled against old age and took a long, long time to fall."
Yep.
Nice.
You
Makes
learned
sense.
some Norse mythology.
So how did those guys lose the whole tournament?
Oh, they just got bored and left.
Okay. That makes sense, yeah.
They don't need gold.
Note that Utgard Loki was not the Loki that everyone else knows,
No,
because
yeah,
Loki
yeah.
was actually traveling with Thor in this story.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, it's a very interesting... I don't really know what Loki means, but it is debated why they decided to name the people the 2 similar names. But yeah, Utgarder there is totally different. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're flame giants, actually, if you want to know, so...
Ooh. Yeah, Loki was the one who ate the food and was Thor's companion. Anyway, do you guys want to know what the other checks were that you could have done to the tomato?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Strength was squeezing the tomato. Dexterity is dodging the tomato. Constitution, they would have held you a tomato and said, "Show me your constitution," which is that you eat it and then hope that you don't get poisoned.
Ah.
Intelligence is that the guy would have pointed to the wall of 2 doors behind him and said, "One of these doors takes you to the next stage in the tournament. The other takes you to general admission. Deduce the correct door and decide your own fate." One of the doors had tomato juice on it and the other didn't. And then for wisdom, the man pointed to the wall of 2 doors behind him. He would have said, one of these doors takes you to the next stage in the tournament. The other takes you to general admission. Take the right door. And a wise person would know that, indeed, the door on the right would take them to the next stage.
Okay.
He said it. Right door.
Well, that was... I enjoyed this session immensely.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, so I guess we should...
This has been Fire Breathing Kittens After Dark.
Joining us were Borb. Say goodbye for the season.
Goodbye. This was my last time as Borb.
Goodbye, Borb.
Oh, no.
Nesgrax.
All right, this is me, Nesgrax. I'll see you next season, everyone.
Bye, Nesgrax. And bye, Mendax.
Catch you next week.
Bye.
I'm still alive. I'm the king of the world.
For one more week. Bye.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
I'm Steven.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Dakota.
And together, we're Tall Dwarf Tavern, a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing podcast.
Our current season is set in the world of Zendikar from Magic the Gathering, so you can get 2 nerd properties for the price of 1.
Even though you asked for neither. So come along and enjoy a tale of epic adventure dominated by poor humor, crude language, and even worse listening skills in the wonderful land of Zendikar. Find us on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform. Do you crave a true crime podcast with fewer grisly murders? Curiosity Killed the Cat has got you covered. Well, sometimes anyway. In this podcast, journey through history one strange event at a time, from unsolved assassinations to sports conspiracies, there's always something weird going on. We're not your typical podcast, we've got mystery racing drivers, medieval spies, and the entire population of Belgium losing their minds over Coca-Cola. Sounds like your thing? Then tune in to Curiosity Killed the Cat on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music.
Go back to a time where life was simpler, where you could leave your doors unlocked. A time of block parties, bobby socks, and soda jerks. A time to gather around the radio and listen to your favorite sitcom before there was television. So come back with me in an old-time radio comedy time machine.
In Dice We Trust is a D&D podcast about 4 friends just having fun while trying to tell a story. Let's do that for you today. Hosted by players Finley Hopman as Daphne.
I feel like I'm thinking in my head that I'm definitely going crazy.
Bryce Osman as Jack.
I am weird.
April Mitchell as Valorin.
I don't think that it would be a good idea to just murder a child. I mean, he is a child.
And your friendly neighborhood DM, Makara Robinson McNeese.
We're gonna burn this place to the ground. Who are you, pretty lady?
Fuck off, Peter. Our aim is to take you on the story ride of a lifetime. Welcome to In Dice We Trust. Let's get Fey Wild.